welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. My name is Carl Wasty, and please join us. Get a bit closer to your TV, pour a cup of coffee. We've got something planned for you that'll gear you up for the weekend, and we've got your social calendar sorted out. So we will touch on Dubai Sevens and how victorious we were as a Sevens team, but also it comes to Cape Town this weekend, and we have the perfect people to build up to that. That'll be sometime in the show. We also got some new movies at the box office to keep you entertained, and as we wind down, we bring you top tips from registered counsellor Sarah Everett on how to relax after a busy day. Then joining us in the studio to get our holiday fit sorted is stylist and creative director Taryn Oppel, bringing us some amazing tropical sort of ideas with regard to, I mean, look at those. You see, when it's floral, you know it's going to be a good time, but it's for the whole family. So tropical vibes all around. We're getting ready for summer and getting ready to entertain you right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So for now, of course, we do have so many things coming up, not only here, but Zanele, I know that you got so much to offer as well.
Good morning, Cape Town and Molweni, across all over Mzansi Expresso family. I am so excited because today in the Johannesburg studio, not only are we going to be cooking up a storm, baby, all in the name of making sure we're being festive indeed, we are also going to be entertained by one of my favorite people. Yes, I'm talking about the Ray sisters. Mimi and Holly are going to be in the building, and they are bringing their baking skills. Apparently also, though, you know we're going to be baking there, and it's going to be getting into delicious treats. It is only just something that I'm hearing now that Mimi is going to be teaching me the Dali challenge. I'm a little bit scared. I won't lie, Expresso family. However, we never shy away from a challenge. So all of that is going to be coming up. And of course, Holly is going to be closing up the show with one of my favorite songs by her. So you got to make sure that you stick around. Right about now, though, I do know that we need to get into one of the things that we love each and every morning. And I am talking about the fact that we got some good morning posts. Graham, what's happening on the social media streets, huh?
Oh, good morning, my beautiful friend, and a good morning to my other beautiful friend. Look at him. He is showing how wealthy he is, or at least wants to be, but won't be after December. It's a tough one out there. We know that it's crunch time for the year. We want to be seen at least living our best lives, but at what cost? What do you think the most expensive part of December really is? Is it that holiday? Is it the gifts for friends? Is it the year-end functions, the parties? Let us know where those pressure points are. We want to hear from you. 063-408-8863. In fact, we've got a lot to chat about on the show today, and this is how you connect with us. So you can hit us on the socials, you can drop us a WhatsApp voice note. Either way, we want to hear from you, and we're going to give you a couple of talking points straight off the bat. We'll get through some of those sports and news headlines, and then we're going to dive into the show. Hold on.
Thanks a lot, G. Let's take a look at your news. Starting nationally, the controversial National Health Insurance Bill that aims to provide universal health care to all South Africans has been passed in the National Council of Provinces. No amendments were made to the bill that was passed by the National Assembly in June. 8 provinces supported the bill, but the Western Cape roundly rejected it. In the final debate, the DA, the EFF, the Inkatha Freedom Party and the Freedom Front Plus all rejected the bill, saying it was unworkable. Now, the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment has finally granted the car power ship a license to operate in Richards Bay. A long-awaited move, says the Black Business Council, the BBC. Now, the BBC hopes the decision will significantly boost the country's power generation capacity. The car power ship project will contribute some 6 billion rand to Richards Bay's economic development and create job opportunities. The BBC supports the Minister and the Department regarding the licensing of car power ship. On to international news. Nigeria aims to have the largest fleet of electric public transport buses in Africa, a minister has told the COP28 summit in Dubai. Foreign Affairs Minister Yusuf Tagar made the comments after President Bola Tinubu told a UN conference hosted by the United Arab Emirates that Nigeria plans to roll out 100 electric buses. Tagar said Nigeria is on track to deploy 100 electric buses next year, with plans to increase to 1,000 e-buses, aiming to become the country with the largest electric mass transit fleet in Africa. Now, Ukraine is probably facing its most difficult days since the start of Russia's full-scale invasion. Its much-anticipated counter-offensive appears to have stalled, and the US and the EU are struggling to agree on fresh financial and weapons aid. A package of assistance from the US has become embroiled in wider congressional squabbles, and the world's attention is diverted by the Israel-Gaza war. This means that while officials are outwardly positive and a sense of public defiance remains, one can also detect a darker mood. And wrapping things up on the island of St. Helena, the Seychelles giant tortoise. Jonathan's 191 years tell a tale of endurance, witnessing the ebb and flow of history. As the reigning elder statesman of the animal kingdom, he has borne witness to 8 British monarchs and 40 US presidents. Despite the challenges that come with age, including a loss of smell and impaired vision, his dedicated caretakers, led by the steadfast veterinarian Joe Hollins, has ensured that he indulged in a special feast of fruits and vegetables on his 191st birthday. Jonathan's continued zest for life, despite being born in 1832, reflects the indomitable spirit that has carried him through the centuries. Happy birthday, Jonathan, from all of us here at Expresso. You don't look a day over 180. That's it for your news for now. Another update in 1 hour. Let's take a look at the sporting action, and there's so much of that. Here's G.
Oh man, after that I wish I could start on a more positive note, but we do start with cricket, and sadly in Kimberley, rain and lightning cut short the second T20 international clash between the Proteas women and Bangladesh. It was only after 8 deliveries, so Bangladesh at 7 for 1 faced the setback with Mushida Khatun at 2 and Sobhana Mostari yet to score, and the Proteas Nonkululeko Mdlaba dismissed Shamina Sultana for just 3, catching her behind the wicket. So with a loss in the first match, the series concludes on Friday in Kimberley. Go out and support it if you can. Now let's get the tail of the tape after an interesting footballing year. Lionel Messi has been named Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year for 2023, adding another feather to his rather illustrious cap after snagging the Ballon d'Or for an unprecedented 8th time. So the Argentine skipper, now dazzling with Inter Miami in the MLS, propelled the US soccer scene. Messi's move proved golden, igniting a scoring spree with 10 goals in 7 League Cup clashes. But it's more the world interest in that league now as a result that I think earned him the nod. Now let's turn to the football playing out in the UK, and Scott McTominay's double propelled Manchester United to a 2-1 victory over Chelsea last night. Much needed one, offering relief to manager Eric Ten Hag and intensifying scrutiny on Mauricio Pochettino. So United's stellar performance rebounding from a lackluster 1-0 loss to Newcastle, boosting them now to 6th place and within 3 points of the 4th place champions Man City. Despite massive spending across 3 transfer windows, Chelsea still haven't found it, languishing in 10th place. Then we turn to tennis, and tennis ace Caroline Wozniacki, she'll make a triumphant return to the Australian Open after a 4-year hiatus, earning a wildcard entry. So the 2018 champion, who retired in 2020 to start her family, resumed her tennis journey at Montreal in August this year. The mother of 2 marked her Grand Slam comeback at the US Open, reaching the last 16. Wozniacki is now set to make her presence felt at the Australian Open from January the 14th to the 28th, joining the fray as Arina Sabalenka and Novak Djokovic also come in to defend their women's and men's titles respectively. Should be one for the ages. That's where we leave our sport for a few minutes. Yes, we're going to talk sevens in just a moment and get you inspired about last weekend and even more inspired about the one that's to come. But right now, let's see what the weather has in store.
Let's take a look at that weather. G, in the wake of the devastating storms in KwaZulu-Natal on Monday and Tuesday, there's a yellow level 2 warning again for severe thunderstorms with possible strong damaging winds, hail and heavy downpours, resulting in localized damage to infrastructure, settlements, property, vehicles, livelihood and livestock in places in the western parts of KwaZulu-Natal, also in the Free State, the southern parts of Gauteng and Mpumalanga, as well as northern parts of the Eastern Cape. Extreme high fire danger conditions are expected in the northern and central parts of the Northern Cape, as well as in the central parts of the Western Cape, and extremely uncomfortable conditions can be expected in places over the central and Little Karoo. Now let's take a look at our sunrise view for this hour. This was sent in by Roland from Belito, who said this: wet but beautiful. I love that. Positivity in a picture as always. Thank you so much for sharing, Roland. I'm looking for more, so share yours on 063 408 8863 as we take a look at your temperatures across South Africa.
it's going to be a beautiful day. If it is hot in your neck of the woods, please be careful. Well, it was hot in Dubai for many reasons, and we're going to connect back to the heat in just a moment. Hope that some of that comes down to Cape Town for the Cape Town leg of the 7 Series. Yes, Saviwe and Eloise are here to fill us in what went down and what will hopefully go down. So good to be connecting with both of them. Massive coming of age, great way to kickstart the year. We're going to be having a whole lot of fun over the next 3 hours, so I suggest you strap yourself in and get ready. We'll be back after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I'll do my best not to act like a 7-year-old child right now, but yes, I am excited. The 7th Circuit moves to Cape Town this weekend. We know it's the best on the roster, and it takes place at the now iconic Cape Town Stadium. 12 men's and women's teams will look to be crowned champions come Sunday. And last week we saw the Blitzboks will certainly put their hand up, crowned champions of Dubai again. We've lost count kind of how many times they've done that. And of course, our ladies, they've done it. They're on the roster now, a core team on the circuit, which is massive. And we send out a very strong signal to the teams that have been dominating Sevens rugby at the start of a brand new season. And here to chat about this weekend's rugby festivities, because it really is a festival, is Springbok Sevens players Saviwe Soizwapi and Eloise Webb, with a lacquer little fashionable boot on, guys. Welcome back to our little slice of happiness, because you've provided this. This is amazing to have you here. Buddy, well done. Can we start there? Could you have hoped for a better... What is it about Dubai? What goes on? Is it the air? Is it the water? How do you guys just absolutely crush it there?
Thanks, Graham. I think it's... firstly, thank you for having us here on the show this morning. I think it's always a good way to start the season, you know, on a high note. And we were basically just working on ourselves, the processes that we needed to go through. You know, we didn't have a great season last season, so for us, we were just picking up where we slacked off and just working on each other and on ourselves as a group, you know. And I think we picked at the right time, and hopefully we can just carry it on into the whole season.
You don't have a choice now. You've laid it down. The expectations have been created. Yeah. You're going to have to deliver. Eloise, when we talk about expectations, I'm so sorry about the timing of how this all played out. I suppose as sportsmen and women, you've got those moments where don't even think about it now. When you retire, you can try and work that one out. The team is there, part of the core, and I know the battles that have gone on, the path that you guys have had to fight to get to that point. How proud are you of this team for being a part of it, and how did it feel being now in the core?
Yes, Graham, it's
it's an amazing feeling, and same as Shakes, we had to focus on ourselves going into the tournaments, and it's just great to be a core team on the circuit again. I think the team is going to get so much better. It's the first time ever that we had an invitational team in Dubai this year, with us being on the circuit. That just shows you the growth that women's rugby is going at. And how we did in Dubai, I think most of the people that knows the struggles that the women's team has been through, we all sat in front of the TV with tears in our eyes, just how proud we are of the team and how good they did in Dubai, and just to showcase the rugby that we know we can play on that level. So we're very excited for this team, and we're so proud of them with how they played in Dubai.
Completely. The scores were pretty close, and we know how unforgiving that frame is, and I would imagine imposter syndrome must kick in the second you're in that space. We know how hectic it is at the top. We talk about getting a good start to the season now. I think last year it highlighted two things for me. Our system isn't indestructible. It's amazing and it brings the best out of the players. But maybe when you've got as many new young players, maybe a bit of a something just to wake you up is a good thing. But momentum in this series is just so absolutely important. What does it mean to this team to get that marker this early in a season? And what do you make of the makeup of the team? Because it looked like everyone was plugged in.
Yeah, I think firstly, I must mention that the ladies, it's really amazing to have them on the circuit. And they've really done well. Firstly, they've qualified for the Olympics, and they made it as a core team on the circuit, which is really amazing for us as well to have them there. I mean, with the team, it's really great to have the new boys coming in, and to start the season the way that we have done it's really amazing. Sevens is a sport of consistency, and that's how you end up winning the circuit. So as I said again, we worked on ourselves, and we have a good blend, good youngsters that have come in and brought so much energy, and we have some old heads as well, like the likes of Roscoe Speckman back, who provide that experience and that calmness on the field, you know. So it's a good balance, and hopefully again we can take this and build good consistency throughout the season.
Are you allowed to say who the fastest player on the team is now?
It's definitely not Roscoe anymore.
I will ask him myself.
I mean, he's 35 years old, so his time has come and gone.
So he's hit his prime is what you're saying. I get that.
But still playing great rugby.
It's absolutely brilliant. Let's throw it forward now. Cape Town looms. I know expectation is going to be weighing heavily on both of your shoulders, so we'll try and set that aside. We know you want to deliver on this stage, particularly for the fans. When we look at the makeup of these pools, how are we feeling about who we've got to encounter? Can you think that far ahead in a tournament like this, or how do you get yourself around those particular teams? Because we know the players, we know the styles of play, we know the systems, but this, you've got to take it second by second. How do you find that focus?
100%. I think we take it game for game. Obviously, second for second in sevens. Like anything can happen within a second. You can change the game within a second. We saw in New Zealand's game last weekend, we were in it, and that's the world's best team for the women. So, yeah, anything can happen. And with the team, with the pools that we have, we actually very happy about that, because if we look at the pool we had for Dubai, that was...
I was going to say, I was terrified then. I look at this and I'm still a little bit terrified, but I didn't want to say that out loud.
But it's physicality, and it's very physical teams, and I think we can match their physicality. Yeah, we also a very physical team, so hopefully that will play in our advantage. But take it game for game. And I think the ladies are there to enjoy rugby again and to play against the best teams in the world. So how can you want to play against
well, you want to express yourself.
100%.
And you get to do that. I've started to see the kind of nuance of rugby this year on a different level, and I think you guys have obviously unlocked that key a long time ago. Ireland, USA, Great Britain, do you even care who you play against anymore? Do any teams excite you? Do you have those hoodoo teams? I know I'm oversimplifying a lot here, but how do you feel about the pool?
Now, look, I think with all the games now that you play on the circuit, they're all going to be tough with the new format, and it's down to 12 teams. Each and every game you play is going to be tough. That's just how the circuit is right now, and that's where the game has moved to. You know, the teams are getting better, systems are growing. So for us, I actually agree with that. Whoever we play, it really doesn't matter. It's always going to be tough, and that's how we like it.
Yeah. And that's how they dislike it, okay? No, but it really is. Having had a front row to see what's happened with the women's game, and I've done the Ring of Death thing with you guys, I understand the physicality, okay? I really do understand, though, the hard yards put in behind the scenes. So congratulations, enjoy it, and speedy recovery. I know how much you must be burning on the sidelines. I'm going to say just as you were. Just as you were, just keep on doing what you're doing. What you guys are ready to embrace Cape Town, and Cape Town is ready to embrace this leg of the HSBC Sevens series. It's going to be massive, but of course it requires one major thing, and that's us being there. We'll keep those details up as long as we can go and show them some love.
Well, now that we're talking about sevens, you're going to want to eat these chocolate sevens at the time. Nobody does Christmas quite like Lindt, and this year they have an enchanting range of Lindt Santas and mini Lindor milk chocolate truffles, which we will be unwrapping to get you excited for Christmas 2023. So the Lindt Santas come in different sizes, which are both great as stocking fillers or as gifts on Christmas Day. The perforated strip is a great option, also as a stocking filler, but also as a table setting or gift tag with a place to write a name on it. Now, the mini Lindor milk truffles are a great option for decorating your table. Sprinkle them around or place them in a vase for everyone to melt into a moment of bliss at your table this Christmas. So in the spirit of Christmas, naturally, you knew this was coming. You stand a chance to win a Lindt hamper to the value of 1,000 Rand. Now, reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook or Instagram pages and tell us what Lindt item will you be gifting a loved one for the festive season. Don't forget to include hashtag Celebrate with Lindt. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Many South African children have never been given a gift in their lives. Share a gift, share a smile by donating pre-loved toys at Toy Kingdom and participating locations. Help us put a smile on a child's face.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
This actually looks good. Welcome back, you beauties. It's time to step into the box office. Yes, on the foot of the brand new weekend approaching us, some new movies coming out. So we thought we'd take a look at what has got JP Sebastian's attention this morning. And there are a couple that I think for the parents we might like, and a couple for the 90s, 2000s action fans we're going to love.
If you're just strictly an action fan, you don't even need those numbers behind it at all.
So break it down for us. What's on the roster?
So, yeah, and these are just all the movies coming out. You know, it's not just me choosing what to talk about here. So The Inseparables is the first thing that we're looking at. And you immediately recognize one of the names that the director did before, The Son of Bigfoot. You're a dad, so you'll probably drag to that.
And yeah, it was surprising surprisingly enjoyable.
Yes.
Is that a backhanded compliment? Yeah, very much so.
And a lot of the time for these very small studios, especially these arbitrary European or Canadian animation studios, you know they're trying to get some mileage. You know they're trying to get a look, they're trying to achieve something, and maybe they don't always hit the mark. But shame, you've got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
This one, so like you said, from that studio who did Son of Bigfoot, which was huge in South Africa, a Bigfoot Family, which was huge as well, even though it didn't get like huge marketing like a Pixar movie or a Disney movie.
Oh, the kids are strong, yo.
They went that way. And so what I really appreciate seeing here is a tiny nobody studio like N-Wave Pictures is what they're called. Previously also did the Queen's Corgi, which might have also done some numbers here.
No, my kids love their vibe. Yeah.
And look at the quality of this. This looks like really good. Good for you, a little Belgian studio.
Yeah, and they've kept it like quite a hot theme at the moment, this blending of different graphic styles and getting nostalgic and
look at that, for example. There you're breaking out of one traditional look to break into another 2D.
And I think that's quite cool. It's like, I can't do it in 3D. Just go 2D, dude. Just do it in a bit of just.
And that's the whole point of the character. So the character is basically, as you can see from the dress there, Miguel de Cervantes is Don Quixote. Don Quixote was obviously a man at the end of his time who was longing for another time of chivalry and knights and whatever when all of that was done. And so lived in his imagination. And so the movie is basically about like let that come alive, you know, let imagination seep into every corner of your life. And he's got a little bear with him who is basically like Sancho Panza, the sidekick of Don Quixote, who is afraid of life, even though he's a big sort of like bear. You should be a bit more courageous, I suppose. But they feed off each other, these two characters.
He looks
one is
like
very
Ted's
courageous,
funky uncle. Ted the bear. The bear looks like Ted's funky uncle. So hopefully this will be a bit more PC, but it looks beautiful. It looks
really impressive for like a nobody
really
studio.
cute.
And like you said, it's very cool to see people blend media like that. I wasn't so happy with, like, say, Trolls tried that. They gave a footnote to that feeling. That, you know, we really enjoyed from, say, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish or whatever. But
you kind of got to go all in.
That's out tomorrow in South Africa. The Inseparables. Take your kids to see it. It's a better option than, I'd say, Trolls. Better option than, I suppose, maybe even Wish. And there's only one other kids animation out there right now. But they've probably seen all of them. This one's out tomorrow.
And it looks like it could be quite a treat on the big screen as well. I love that. Now, I'm gonna mention a couple of names here as the premise here. Face Off, Broken Arrow, Mission Impossible 2. It's who? It's John Woo.
And that's just like me putting down there the stuff that we might recognize in the West. Face Off guys, Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, classic stuff.
On the doves flying in the church with the.
The quotables in that ridiculous. I could eat a peach all day.
Yeah, but the thing is, and it is when you look back at it now and you think this is the most ridiculous movie that could have ever been made, and he makes them land. So what is this film's premise?
The premise, Silent Night, is what we're talking about.
Perfect for the Festive.
Just by the way, that poster, I feel like a lot of people who own guns probably just fainted. Seeing the gun etiquette there, you probably don't hold a gun like that in real life.
I don't think, judging by his eyes, I don't think Joel Kinnaman cares anymore.
Or knows what he's doing. It also looks like if you sat on your gun by mistake and you just... Anyway, Silent Night is the story of a guy who... we're from Lionsgate Studios here. So, by the way, this is John Wick. This is everything that you've loved in the past that feels like a Liam Neeson type movie, schlock, skit, etc.
It delivers on the promise.
Just the flesh and blood of an action movie. And here you've got John Woo behind it too. You mentioned Face Off, you mentioned Broken Arrow, etc. But you've got a bunch of Hong Kong movies as well. Please go watch The Killer. Please go watch Hard Boiled. Hard Target with Jean-Claude Van Damme, obviously back in the days where he made his mark. And here he's back in America making movies again after like something like nearly 2 decades. He was in Hong Kong the longest time. Please also watch Red Cliff by John Woo.
Red Cliff.
You would have probably seen. You love Kung Fu, you love Chinese military culture, etc., etc. Joel Kinnaman in this is a guy who is a suburbs dad, white picket fence. He, however, sees his son die, a little boy, in crossfire, stray bullet, in a gunfight, a gang battle outside his house. He then goes to confront the gangsters. They won't have it. They stand up to him, and he takes a bullet in a way that takes his voice, his ability to speak. So here's where
it is a silent.
Here's where John Woo is a complete madman. You could make Taken 17 and people would still throw money at it. You could watch Liam Neeson make phone calls from a coffin and people wouldn't care. But in Silent Night, there is no dialogue in this movie. There is no talking. It's just John Woo is fighting with one hand behind his back, where he's making an action movie, and every way the camera moves has to tell the story. moos, maybe even, who knows? The sound editor, the work that they must be doing with sound effects, etc., the cinematography. Look, obviously you're not going to have your life change. It's not necessarily art. Whatever, maybe it is art. Like there you can see some odes to John Wick, for example, etc., etc. Joel Kinnaman, previously Suicide Squad. John Woo is the most important name here, however, and as you can see, he likes to do tactile things. It's not all CG. He will use real cars in his chases.
Yeah, and Joel's the kind of actor who'll go all in as well. He'll do the physical stuff.
God bless everyone behind this, because like I said, action movies could be so lazy at this point.
I love it, dude. Now, you had me on Woo. Just very quickly, I know we're going to be previewing Wonka tomorrow.
It's just
massive. But
Massive.
Timothy Chalamet, Labuschagne.
Shangri-La.
We can call him Labuschagne if you want. This looks very special from a very special young actor.
Yeah, and I think that's all that counts for people, but you sounded like you had a mouthful of chocolate. Let me say it for you. Timothy Chalamet.
I might have a Wonka bar or two in
the prequel story to Willy Wonka, obviously. Previously, we had seen Johnny Depp play this character, and good grief, how can I forget a classic actor's name? Was in See No Evil. Gene Wilder, there we go.
That guy.
And so this is how it all started. This is the mad inventiveness of the character of Willy Wonka, and what's like sort of like made a lot of people nervous here is it looks like it could have been cringe. I've not seen it yet. I will see it tonight and then review it for you tomorrow. But hey, it's got the director of Paddington and Paddington 2 behind it. Paddington 2 was a masterpiece.
It was beautiful.
Even Nicolas Cage confessed he cried.
Oh, no, for sure. No, I mean, I doubt there's a parent out there that wasn't like, wow, that enjoyed the film more than their child, to be honest.
And so it's in good hands. And even though the trailers don't betray a hint of the singing behind the musical, I'm sure that the singing is good too. I'll find out tomorrow, and I'll review it for you then.
Yeah, and the young man has his musical chops as well. Crazy. I heard a fact about Timothy that his first 5 films were all got an Oscar nod for something or other, which is crazy. So, yes, the gravitas is there. A little bit of John Woo and something for the kids. This is what we want going into the weekend. Get to the cinemas. We're going to continue reviewing after this.
Oh, it's already such a beautiful morning right here in the Johannesburg studios and in the Cape Town studios, but it is just about to get better. And I say that because we're joined by 2 incredible gentlemen. Yeah, we're getting into one of the sequels that I cannot wait to watch myself because I know that it is exactly what we deserve. Beautiful family all across South Africa. We are getting excited all in the name of the sequel of The Umbrella Men. Now, Escape from Robben Island is the one that just came out, and I am so excited because when I say 2 people who have got brilliant minds are right here in studio with us. I am talking about John Barker, director, as well as none other than Keenan Arison, the actor in this beautiful movie. Gentlemen, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Amazing, lovely to see you.
Amazing to meet you.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say you look beautiful.
Thank you. It's okay.
Come on.
He took the notes from you, and
Yeah.
I get that. You see, power team. I like this. You guys are even
I was directing without directing.
You
Telepathy.
You know what I mean? Gentlemen, this is such an exciting thing. And I definitely think that when we talk about being South African and just allowing our films to go out and about in the world, this is right here what we are talking about, right?
Yeah.
But John, I want to start with you because, of course, we know that this is such a beautiful story when we just like look at what exactly it is about. But let's talk about the fact that this is the sequel. We already know that it was so successful when it came to the first one. What can we expect from this one?
So yes, thank you. I mean, this is the sequel. We're very lucky to be shooting the sequel. The first one was fantastic. Went to Toronto, was beautifully received. Everyone loved it. Everyone got to see the community. And we were just, we were on set, and the chemistry with the actors was fantastic. The storylines were great.
Yeah.
And, you know, the characters weren't fully explored yet because it was one feature film. And we said to ourselves, we've got this great thing happening, why don't we go off and write a second film? And so we wrote the second film, and we got the producers, the great guys at KAE, Known Associates. They found us the money, and we got to do our sequel. And the sequel is beautiful. It's set in Cape Town. It's all the beautiful things in Cape Town. It's Robben Island. It's fantastically beautiful actresses rescuing their men from Robben Island. It's very sexy and very beautiful.
Yes,
it's entertaining.
I love that. This sounds like my kind of movie, and this is why I'm so excited to see it. But Keenan, I want to ask you, because of course you spoke about beautiful actresses.
Yeah.
So let's speak about the cast.
Good-looking guys too.
When we talk about you guys coming together and having a synergy, you know, to really just tell the story, what did it take for you guys to get to that place? And also, you know, just in terms of just making sure that you truly make this man's vision as well as the script's vision come to life?
Yeah, I think all testament to John, firstly, for, I think the film itself has been in the making for like 14 years.
Yeah.
Sure.
From the first one. Until we shot it. And I think with his casting over the years, John had a perfect idea of who he wanted to cast in those roles.
Keenan Anderson.
Shamila Miller, Jacques de Silva, I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah.
Joey Rasdin. But I think, like John said, it was about the chemistry, and there was something special that we found in the first one that really just, we wanted to keep on going, and it needed to be explored a bit more.
Yeah.
So,
And, and that's the chemistry. You're so lucky in a film where you get people on set and you can see it happening in front of you. That's like gold. So we got gold. We were very lucky.
I love that.
And those moments on set, like, I think those scenes some of the scenes were improvised, but everybody just came to the table and knew exactly where to pitch, how to come in on those moments,
And one thing about South Africans, we are like the heart of comedy. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is why we laugh when we have pain and everything like that. However, I also think that we're really good at putting together comedies.
Yes.
So speak to us about the mix of there being a comedic factor to this film, but then also getting into the crime side of it, John.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate. When I first came to Joburg, this is a lot. I hope you guys have got 3 or 4 hours. When I first came to Joburg, I was lucky to do the Pure Minati show with Kagiso Ladika and David Cow. Yeah, so that was my into South African television. So I got to work with Lisa Gola and Riyad Musa, Joey Rasdin, all these like fantastic comedians.
I love that show, by the way.
Yeah, thank you so much. and so through my career, I've been very fortunate to have those actors, those comedians work in all the films that we've done together. So Kagiso has been in all the films we've done. Joey Rasdin's been in all the films we've done.
Yes.
So it's a weird balance between comedians and actors, and I hope that we've got that right in this film.
Yes.
People seem to laugh, right?
Yeah, at the right places.
At the right places. They weren't laughing in the wrong places. That was good.
Yeah.
And it's just magical to have them all together and working. Although in some instances it's very funny because the actors, the way they work, they're always waiting for a line to happen, and the comedians tend to improv. So Kagiso will be improving, and then Keenan or Shamila are kind of waiting for Kagiso to say that line.
The line where you
and he never says that word, and they're like, come on, say the word.
Give me my cue, please.
Just give me a cue.
Same, guys. Oh, man.
So,
but I think that just speaks to the magic that you guys spoke about, honestly and truly. And we do have to wrap up because of time. I know, right? But I did want to ask you, Keenan, if you had to give a reason very quickly of why South Africans need to make sure that they see this film, what is the reason?
Well, if you've seen the first one, you know it's all about family, it's all about heritage and culture, and we want to maintain, we keep this thread throughout the second film. So family, heritage, culture, tradition.
I love that. And that's you pretty much touching on why we need to go watch it as South Africans as well.
And the Boerkaap community, go and see it for the Boerkaap community. They're fantastic. Cape Town's beautiful.
Yes.
It's sexy. It's showing off South Africa. So, yeah.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Gentlemen, congratulations.
Thank
you so much
for having us.
allowing us to do just the most in the film sector. We are proud of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us on. Thank you so much.
Of
Thank you,
course.
guys.
It is one of the things I told you I'm super excited to see, and you should be as well, Expresso family. Right about now, though, we need to go and find out what's happening in Cape Town, and this is why I say, Carl, is everything all good that side?
Everything is all amazing, actually. That's fantastic. In fact, you know that it's so difficult to unwind after a long day. There's actually some principles that we have to follow, and we're going to tuck into that in the next couple of minutes. Plus, binge it or bash it, play along. We've got some incredible movies, and JP and I will weigh in. So make sure you stay there and get chilled with your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Mabel, check this. With a MyGoals premium account, you get 12 free airport lounge visits.
12?
Yeah.
God, David, when are you busy planning your next getaway during office hours? Man.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, and you know that we are reaching the end of the year and we want to encourage more time to chill, relax, and to help overcome those burnout blues. So we got the Expresso team involved to tell us how they relax, and I need you to take a look at this.
After a long day of shooting, I literally go home, I put my phone in my room, charging it, and I'm on my couch, watching TV, and absolutely napping, but just chill there.
Contrary to popular belief, I don't watch sports highlights. I get to my Xbox, and I play some Assassin's Creed. Yeah?
I spend like 30 seconds with my kids, and then I'm exhausted.
I gotta relax on one log drawer. If there's waves, I'll go into the ocean. If there's no waves, I'll still go in the ocean and chill and relax, or maybe a cold water experience, or just a safe spot in the mountains somewhere away from the chaos where I can be free.
Oh, a bath, a face mask, hot pop, always run by my husband. A food platter in the bath, yeah. After a long day, it's my guilty pleasure is I'll pop some Big Bang Theory on the TV and eat snacks. Like for me, it's just like the ultimate little guilty pleasure.
Hot topic, and that's why we had to weigh in. And now we have registered counsellor Sarah Everett, who is here to answer all of our questions and help us understand the important role relaxation plays in our lives. Sarah, welcome to Feel Good Breakfast Show once again.
Thanks, Carl.
It's great to have you. Quick one, how do you relax at the end of the day?
So at the end of the day, my signal that the day is over is shoes off.
Yes.
And a good cup of tea.
Tea and shoes off.
Shoes off
I
and
love
a good
that.
cup of tea.
That's the best. It really is. But I think it's important for us to focus on the role of, relaxation. And we have to use this particular term quite wisely, because I think that some people just feel like stopping the busyness is relaxation. And I don't think it's exactly that. So let's talk about the importance of actually understanding what relaxation is and why we need it.
So relaxing is actually the precursor to rest. So every single human, whether we like it or not, we need to rest.
Yes.
And sleep needs to be that priority. So in order to reach that goal, we need to find ways to relax and in order to rest.
Good. I feel like you're talking to me now. I don't know why. You had that look in your face like, yes, Carl, relax and rest, eh? Hello. I got you. I'm hearing you. You don't have to shout. But let's talk about how, your job. Your jobs are hectic, you know this. So sometimes you're getting into your job and there's just that rhythm. And you know that your job is a means to an end. You know that it's enabling the bond for the house, etc. So a job is always going to be connected to this sentiment of it's keeping me going, right? Now, how do we break away from that culture in our minds to create an environment at home that could help us cope with the job and help us feel more zen?
So I think, Carl, you've touched on a very important thing. We are in a constant state of on.
Yes.
And, unfortunately, there's some good things from COVID, but also some things that have continued is we struggle to switch off we struggle to stop looking at that computer. You're getting the notification of the email, and it's hard to not respond in those moments, So we've got some really good opportunities with technology is you can put on your sleep time where those notifications don't come up. Or you are just very boundaried with your colleagues and you'll just say, you can email me as much as you want, but I'm only responding in these hours.
Yes.
So I think it's about boundaries as well, being really strict with those.
And you have to really stick to your boundaries, because if you are going to tell people that you're not going to respond to them, I feel like the key here is to try and drop the anxiety of saying, oh my word, what's building up behind my back?
Yes.
You don't have to be involved in everything. You have to pitch up to every one of those emails. You can chill. I think technology is making it a bit more, you're accessible, which is a big problem. So you're going to have to try and avoid that. So let's talk about carving out relaxation time and some of the strategies that we can do. I know you mentioned turning your phone to airplane mode. I think that's one of them. That's great. It's a good idea. But in terms of to maximize that time that you have as a busy person, let's just say the average person, home at 5, commuting, or should I say home at 6 because of traffic, and then you've got everybody at home and the kids have to go to bed, cooking, cleaning, and then suddenly you get that time on the couch. Like, how do we maximize that time and how do we carve it out so it's protected?
Yeah, I think just like I was saying, we need sleep.
Yeah.
We need to eat So within those things, we've got non-negotiables.
Yes.
So if you're going to make rest one of those, it's going to be easier to say, I need my 10 minutes. And it doesn't need to be a whole hour or 2 hours. I think we tend to go for that all or nothing approach. If we can't have that whole hour bubble bath, then we tend to say, what's the point? You know, that even those few minutes are enough. Or even on the way to work, putting on something, listening to that instead of getting upset in the traffic or on the way home. Or putting on your favorite radio show. That's something that really does help bring that relaxation in from a long day.
And that's important as well. I think you also touched on the commute. I think often people, they let their commute belong to their office.
Yeah.
And I think it belongs to us. It's still our time in the car.
Yes.
So we need to maximize it. Like, get a podcast on, get a good radio show on, and then go for it, which is wonderful. So in terms of just a nugget, as we throw this one away, for anybody who requires some help in just getting some good work-life balance, let's talk about like just a couple of points that you think would be good for them to just start the process.
So I think you need to listen to yourself, listen to your body. There are some signs there that will help you know when is the time for me to start slowing down.
Yeah.
You know, that would maybe be when you're struggling to concentrate and actually get work done the way you usually would. The cynicism tends to go up a little bit, and maybe just your fuse gets a bit short.
Yes.
Especially those around you at home will tell you quickly. So looking at those signs will then be your signal. Okay, listen, I need to do something.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest piece of advice I can give is take the things that you would do on a daily basis and be more mindful of what you're doing. So rather than thinking I need to add all of these things to it, you're going to think, oh, I'm so tired. I can't think of doing another thing.
Yeah.
You know, be more mindful when you have that morning cup of coffee. Start then already. You know, rather than thinking I need to work and work and work and earn that rest.
Yeah.
Start in the morning. Start the day with that nugget.
And be present in those moments.
And be
because I think instead of listing things ahead of you, just be present. Sarah, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
It's been such a joy listening to all of these nuggets. And you know what? We love that. You need to chill. You need to relax, look after yourself, be kind to yourself, and take charge of your life today and carve out that perfect space to relax with Twin Saver, as they give you the chance to create your own peaceful environment with a chance to win one of 10 bathroom makeovers worth 30,000 Rand each. Visit twinsaver.co.za for more info. And chill.
Now, one way we can really relax is by watching our favorite blockbusters. So don't change the channel because it's time to binge it or bash it. Da, da, da. Today's theme is all things blockbusters. I'm going to say in honor of Mr. Wu. But are these hits a hit or a miss for our panel? Well, let's find out who our esteemed panel is. We've got the most award-winningest radio host in the world, Mr. Carl Wasty. Absolutely love this guy. JP Sebastian.
Man. I've seen him on TV. He's amazing.
He is. He's almost as good on TV as he is on radio. And then we've got the most...
He's tall on radio.
Cinematicist that's ever cinematized in his life. It's JP Sebastian. Yeah, I know. None of those are real words. None of them. Gents, this is going to be a tough one because we've got some absolutely incredible films here, but they might not be your cup of tea. So let's spill that tea with a game of binge it or bash it. We're going to start with this one that is quite divisive. Avatar. This often splits the room. Binge all day long.
I love Avatar.
Yeah, me too.
So I'll say bash.
For what reason, Mr. Sebastian?
So it's very cliche, but like me, I'm very concerned if a wave of hype precedes a movie, and especially these days, like, look, I love James Cameron.
But isn't James Cameron is born on a wave of hype? That's James Cameron. He surfs the wave of hype, shouldn't he?
Yeah, and for me, I'm looking for something a bit more at the center, at the substance, at the heart of things. It's not bad, and I was really impressed that I got to see it recently. Like for the first time in years, and I think luckily all that hype abated, so I was able to watch it in isolation, but I wouldn't
Okay, so just say the word. Say you will.
Bash it.
There we go. I like it. It's quite aggressive. I like the way he says that. This little ditty, I absolutely love it.
Binge.
I spoke a lot. You go for it.
Binge. The Incredibles, no, I just love the fact that it's a family vibe as well. So it's also family dynamics within a superhero context, and I think it's really great. I love The Incredibles. I'd definitely
We're both doing the dad face to each other.
Yes, no, the daddy face, right? Yes, of course.
I love it. Binge bash?
It's the stoic face over here. It's the childless face. It's the bash guy.
It's the bash guy. I'm not even going to ask you why. Please tread lightly, for it is upon my dreams that you tread.
Come on.
Don't
Say
you
it together.
dare.
Binge.
Yes, okay.
The Matrix is a masterpiece.
Okay, it is.
And it still is today. Watch it today. This is 99.
Sure.
It came out. Watch it in 2020. It still works.
Yeah, they did it before Y2K hit. That's why they were able to get it done. Inception.
Binge.
Yeah.
Nolan.
Yeah, I don't. And he loves Nolan, but I'm not even the dude who goes out of my way for Nolan. And I have to admit that, like as one of these directors, sort of like Peter Jackson, the ability to make a village, an economy out of a movie, to coordinate 1,000 moving parts, 1 million. And to get that right, down like clockwork, like the finest cogs in a watch.
Have you figured it out?
No binge.
Have you figured out the story, though?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
It comes after like the 73rd time you watch it. You get it. You're like, no, I would binge it every day. This one might be an interesting one. Barbie. Do we bash the Barbie? Do we binge the
I did
Barbie?
watch this.
I think he's trying to say bash, so me too, bash.
Okay. No, I loved it, but could you watch it again?
No.
Or could you binge it?
Bash.
No, bash. Again, like Hype Train kind of stuff and whatever. And I love Greta Gerwig. Little Women was fantastic. She's a great director. Margot Robbie is one of the best that we have as an actor.
Yeah, Ryan, I thought was absolutely.
There were so many sort of like loose threads, like opportunities. They could have chased that car. They could have chased that rabbit. They could have moved with that, but they sort of maybe spread themselves too thin as far as I'm concerned.
Like I said, I loved it the first time. Maybe I couldn't binge it. Oppenheimer, maybe a bit too much crystal to chew on.
Binge.
Binge. Oh.
Sorry.
Now we're on the say why.
Because he is an intellectual.
Because you know what Nolan does with this movie is that he actually like takes the bomb, right? And the development of this bomb and all of its intricacies and the delicacies, and then also fuels that into the dialogue of the movie, where every bit of dialogue is also ticking time bombs all over the movie. So like that concept of a time bomb, I feel like it's constantly ticking through the movie. And I felt that. I felt like there was something about to explode all the time.
So it's the director of Inception, so he's very much obsessed with structure, with architecture and whatever. And you can see that there's an architecture in the shape of the editing, that if you look at the editing program that they worked in, that there would be, like say in Inception, it would look like an hourglass at some parts. And here it would look like the molecular
How many times have you watched this film? My word, clearly we have been binging it. Yeah, I think you're going to go watch it again this weekend. This one, I'm one of the OG fans, so I won't be binging this one. How do you feel about Jurassic World?
I'm going to bash it.
Whoa.
I'll tell you why, because I remember when they sort of rebooted the thing, I was very, like, in. Racist Dominion. I think sometimes the stretch of it, I feel like they're capturing certain pockets of things that could actually stretch out in terms of narrative, but they're not getting there because there's a lot of cheese. There's a lot of cheese all over the movie, in my humble opinion. I'm sorry if you love the movie, but I'm bashing.
Maybe needed to be braver than be like, oh, we have to follow Spielberg.
Yes.
Let's be our own.
Yes.
Do something different. Yeah. Hunger Games, all of them, I'm going to say.
I mean, it was for its own thing. Actually, it's the movie that started quadrologies, like 4 movie franchises. So maybe that's a sign.
Yeah, you almost have to binge it.
No, I actually really liked it.
Absolutely love that. I'm going to throw in.
Says we're out of time.
I'm going to just a binge or bash quickly.
Binge. I was super impressed.
Binge.
Out of nowhere,
100%. And let's throw in one last one. Come on. Every day.
Heath Ledger.
You're just doing this Nolan thing for me, but
I know.
Heath
Ledger. Completely. Binge every day.
Yep.
If you binged or bashed in opposition to any of our choices, we're not judging because they're all amazing films. And the most important thing is that you do actually get to watch them. So don't let load shedding turn your movie night into a dark night. I'm born in the darkness. With Vodacom, you can enhance your plan with smart lighting to keep the lights on. Literally, power charging stations to keep the TV on. Literally, a UPS to keep the internet going. Come on. And best of all, a subscription to any streaming platform of your choice. And there are many. So you can keep that entertainment on and you can be plugged in. And if you sign up for Prime Video, which is a winner, 79 Rand per month, not bad. Vodacom will cover the first of those 3 months on them. So go and get your binge on and power your movie night by visiting voda.com/enhance. I'll binge the 2 of you every day. twice on a Sunday.
Enhance.
Mzansi, enhance what you love. Add more of what you need to your contract. Choose from a range of enhanced options in-store or online. Further together, Vodacom.
Your Feel Good Breakfast Show continues right here on S3. And listen, at this time of the year, right, during festive season, I think there are a few things that can make you feel more good than you having some money. Yes, and this is why we're going to be announcing the winner of 2,000 Rand in a little bit. I wish it was me, but contractually, I'm not allowed to win. So I hope it is you. However, also on the way, we're going to be getting into two of my favorite worlds. I am talking about two sisters who have gone on to take over the baking world particularly and more. Mimi and Holly are in the building, and the Ray sisters are going to be telling us all about what we can expect from them in 2024 and more. Do not go anywhere. Stay exactly where you are, because we're going to be back on the other side of this break right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Nowhere's more festive than the Expresso kitchen this season, as you get the chance to bake your way to 50,000 Rand with Golden Cloud and Beacon. With all entry details on the Expresso social pages, reply to the competition post with a picture and description of your festive season masterpiece for a chance to compete live in the Expresso kitchen for that grand prize of 50,000 Rand. Entries close December the 20th. T's and C's apply.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Let's see if you are our latest winner. The amazing Ace Festive competition has been amazing, and sadly it is closing tomorrow. But there is still a chance to enter, and of course, a chance to win your share of 50,000 Rand. Come on, just give it a shot. And if you've already entered, well, listen up, because we are now going to announce another winner of 2,000 Rand. So please, can I get a drum roll? Beautiful. And massive congratulations to Giuseppe Francis. Let it echo through the mountains. Giuseppe, congratulations. 2,000 Rand is on its way to you. That is perfect for the festive. So a beautiful, beautiful picture. You can see the festive layout, absolutely gorgeous. Captured everything, the beautiful Merry Christmas, even put his name in. I absolutely love it. And I think that this is exactly what we were looking for. A festive spirit, a bit of creativity, maybe something out of the box, but ultimately it needed to look just like Christmas and absolutely delicious. And Giuseppe, you have nailed it. So if you want to get on that bus and win your share of that 50,000 Rand, what you got to do is follow suit. Create a festive dish made with Ace Quick Cook Maize or Ace Quick Cook Samp, and take a picture of that dish with the Ace product. You had a great example there. Then you got to post your entry either as a reply to the competition post on that's the Expresso Facebook X pages, including a short description of that dish and the hashtag AmazingAceFestive. It's very important. And if you're entering on the gram, please tag us at Expresso Show and at Ace Maize Meal, and then include that all-important hashtag AmazingAceFestive in your post, or you ain't getting into the competition. Simple as that. And if you want to enter via WhatsApp, then you can send your entry image and your description to 071-295-1485. And we'll keep those details up on our socials. But entries close on the 8th of December, so you're running out of time very quickly. But those T's and C's do apply. All the best of luck.
Let's take a look at your news just after 7 o'clock. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And starting nationally, the recently released Blue and No Drop Water report has brought to light significant concerns regarding the safety of drinking water in South Africa. The report, unveiled on Tuesday, revealed that nearly half of the country's drinking water is considered unsafe. Examining the performance of municipal drinking water systems since 2014, the report identified a decline in effectiveness. Assessing 958 water supply systems across 144 water services authorities nationwide, the report indicated that 29% of water supply systems are in a critical state. Now, the controversial National Health Insurance Bill that aims to provide universal health care to all South Africans has been passed in the National Council of Provinces. No amendments were made by the House to the bill that was passed by the National Assembly in June. 8 of the provinces supported the bill, but the Western Cape roundly rejected it. In the final debate, the DA, the EFF, the Inkatha Freedom Party and the Freedom Front Plus all rejected the bill, saying it was unworkable. On to international news. UN officials have warned that the risk of atrocities is growing in Gaza, with Palestinians stuck in deepening horror as Israel intensifies its assault on the enclave. Volker Turk, a UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, has urged Israel, Hamas and international actors with influence to prevent atrocity crimes as Israel's advance into southern Gaza leaves displaced Palestinians with nowhere to run. Turk said his colleagues described the situation as apocalyptic. In these circumstances, there is a heightened risk of atrocity crimes, he added. Now, Nigeria aims to have the largest fleet of electric public transport buses in Africa, a minister has told the COP28 summit in Dubai. A Foreign Affairs Minister, Yusuf Tagar, made the comments after President Bola Tinubu told the UN conference hosted by the United Arab Emirates that Nigeria plans to roll out 100 electric buses. Tagar said Nigeria is on track to deploy 100 electric buses next year, with plans to increase to 1,000 e-buses, aiming to become the country with the largest electric mass transit fleet in Africa. And since 1927, the international news magazine, read by millions, Time has chosen a person of the year. And this year, the choice has fallen on world-famous US singing sensation, 33-year-old Taylor Swift. Upon learning of this huge honor that had befallen her, she jokingly responded, and I quote, "Can I bring my cat?" And bring her cat she did. She posed with Benjamin Button, her ragdoll cat, during her photo shoot for Time, whose editor-in-chief penned the following about her, and I quote again, "For building a world of her own that made a place for so many, for bringing joy to a society desperately in need of it, Taylor Swift is Time's 2023 Person of the Year." And that's it for news for now. While you shake that off, let's take a look at the sport. Here's Graham.
I'm going to say it. I'm a Swiftie. I am a Swiftie, baby. Let's start with some cricket, and sadly not the best news. A no result in Kimberley, rain and lightning, cutting short the second T20 international clash between the Proteas women and a resurgent Bangladesh team that was after only 8 deliveries. So Bangladesh at 7 for 1 faced the setback with Mushida Khatun at 2, and then Sobhana Mostari yet to score. That was because the Proteas star Nonkula Lekomdlaba, she had dismissed Shamina Sultana for 3, catching her behind the wickets. So with a loss in that first match, the series will conclude on Friday in Kimberley, either with a draw or a win for Bangladesh. So please, if you can get out there and support the ladies, do it. Well, we know who Time's Person of the Year is, so let's see who it is in the sporting realm. And Lionel Messi has been named as Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year for 2023. I would imagine against some pretty stiff opposition, but it adds yet another feather to his illustrious cap after snagging the Ballon d'Or for an unprecedented 8th time. So the Argentine World Cup winning skipper, now dazzling with Inter Miami in the MLS, propelled the US soccer scene to an entirely new level. Messi's move proved golden, igniting a scoring spree as well, with 10 goals in 7 League Cup clashes. But I think it's the injection of world interest in American football that certainly got him the nod. Now let's look at football in the UK as it played out last night. And Scott McTominay, he was able to produce a double to propel Man United to a 2-1 victory over an embattled Chelsea last night, offering relief to manager Eric Ten Hag. And of course, on the flip side of that coin, intensifying scrutiny on Maurizio Pochettino. So United's stellar performance, rebounding from that lackluster 1-0 loss to Newcastle, now boosts them to 6th place, within 3 points of 4th place champions Man City. And despite massive spending across 3 transfer windows, Chelsea just haven't found their click. They're still languishing in 10th place. Some of the best players, best coach, cannot find their balance. Now we turn to tennis, and tennis ace Caroline Wozniacki, she is set to make a triumphant return to the Australian Open. That was after a 4-year hiatus, earning a wild card entry, and she certainly deserves it. The 2018 champion, who retired in 2020 to start her family, resumed her tennis journey at Montreal in August this year. The mother of 2 marking her Grand Slam comeback at the US Open, reaching the last 16. Wozniacki is now set to make her presence felt at the Aussie Open from January the 14th to the 28th. Joining the fray is Arina Sabalenka as well, and of course the GOAT Novak Djokovic there to defend their women and men's titles respectively. So it's going to be an absolute cracker to set off the Grand Slam scene next year. But that's where we leave our sport for now. The roads should be waking up if you're still at work. Let's get you there safely.
Let's get you to work. Germiston, I'll start there in Johannesburg. There's been a truck accident on the N3 southbound after a grey off-ramp. 2 right lanes are closed. Expect delays and allow for some more travel time. That is the only incident I have for you. Let's take a look at your weather. Starting with weather news. In the wake of the devastating storms in KwaZulu-Natal on Monday and Tuesday, there's a yellow level 2 warning again for severe thunderstorms with possible strong damaging winds, hail and heavy downpours, resulting in localized damage to infrastructure, settlements, property, vehicles, livelihood and livestock in places in the western parts of KwaZulu-Natal, also in the Free State, the southern parts of Gauteng, Mpumalanga, as well as the northern parts of the Eastern Cape. Now, the extreme high fire danger conditions are expected in the northern and central parts of the Northern Cape, as well as in the central parts of the Western Cape. And extremely uncomfortable conditions can be expected in places over the Central and Little Karoo. Be safe out there. And let's take a look at your sunrise view for the hour. And this is sent in by Ken from Kymuth. And look at that. Absolutely beautiful. It's kind of like a dream was sent and just a picture was snapped of it. Thank you for the dreamy picture. Let's keep it going. 063-408-8863 as we take a look at the temperatures across Mzansi.
Well, I'm not going to quite let go of the sport just yet. If you are a lover of the game, whatever your game is, do you think you have what it takes to score the title of being Inja Ya Game? If so, then it's time to test those skills and that knowledge on the National Lottery's Sports Stake Games for your chance to score off the pitch as well and score big. So you can play any of your favorite sports stake games on the nationallottery.co.za website. You can predict matchday results to win some massive jackpots and, of course, earn the bragging rights to be Inja Ya Game. And you want it, okay? And if you're ready to score big, then you got to do it. It just adds a whole different level of enjoyment around the sport that you already love so much. Why don't you pocket some of that jackpot for yourself? Good luck.
Good luck indeed. And I'm so glad you are staying with the Feel Good Breakfast Show, because a little later, the Ray sisters will be chatting to you. And then, of course, we've got a great recipe, which is chicken Alfredo buns. Believe it or not, it's going to be absolutely delicious. I want to make sure that you are ready to go. So make a little cup of coffee. Do something nice. I'm going to do just a couple of spoons here to sweeten the deal. But you should totally do the same. And make sure you're ready for the rest of the show. This is Expresso right here on S3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I've been teasing it all morning, and finally, my favorites are in the building. Yes, we are talking about two queens, the Ray sisters, multi-award-winning artist Holly Ray, and of course, superstar queen, content creator. We are talking about Mimi Ray. Everybody put your hands together, please. Come on. My Ray sisters, how are you?
We're so good. How are you?
I'm amazing. All better now that you guys are also here.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Holly, I want to start with you, because I know that you are someone who is always so busy. And I was even saying now, I hope you're getting a chance to properly rest this holiday.
Yeah.
And of course, you did also say that for you, one of the biggest things you want to do is spend time with Mimi. What are you guys going to be getting up to? What are the plans that you've got for the holiday?
I mean, I haven't been able to spend a lot of time with memes this year because it's been so busy. So I've really decided that my focus is going to be spending time with her.
Yes.
And we're going to do all our favorite things. We're going to be baking. We're going to go to the beach.
Yeah. Oh, you guys are so insane.
Yeah, no, we just know. We love the beach during Festive.
Yes.
And yeah, just really spending quality time together. Hey, Nu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. And my memes, I know that you guys had such a beautiful Baking with the Rays for season 1. It was incredible. I know I enjoyed it, and so did the rest of South Africa. But memes, I want to ask you, because season 2 is going to be in the building. What can we look forward to, and what are you excited about most?
I'm excited about traveling, because in season 2 now, because in season 1 we were just like baking and like we were like teaching kids like how to bake.
Yes.
But now we're gonna teach. But now in season 2, now we're gonna teach kids where the food comes from.
Come on, that's amazing. Oh, guys, so you're gonna be like the traveling sisters.
We are. So we'll be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Obviously baking, but instead of Mimi's Corner, we will be traveling to show kiddies where food comes from.
That is so amazing. I love that. And of course, you know, with you and having your journey, my beautiful Holly, just in terms of sharing with everyone about diabetes, I think that it's such an incredible thing that you do on social media. I feel like you open up so many people to information and so much more. But now you have an exciting project coming up.
Yes.
Tell us about it, please.
I'm working on a low GI social media campaign, just making diabetes food more accessible. I think a lot of the time we see the diabetes diet and we think it's so expensive, it's not accessible to everyone. So I'm working on a project for that. And then I'm really, this next year is all about diabetes advocacy for me. And I'm really excited to start putting together a schools tour to start educating kids about what diabetes is, whether they have it, how to support family members or friends who have it. Because as a child who really struggled in school with diabetes, I want to create environments for kids that are a lot easier. Diabetes is the second biggest killer in South Africa, second to TB, and it doesn't need to be. So I really want to, you know, spread the word and create more awareness and change that. It shouldn't be killing as many people as it does.
Yes, and that's the thing, because it is all about the awareness.
It is, yeah.
I think that it's going to be such a beautiful year of you doing that, Holly. And of course, you two, the Power Sisters, that's what I call you guys, because you honestly are just always working on such exciting things, which I also just really love that it's also about the kids as well when it comes to you guys. So my Mimi, speak to me. Girl, I heard that you are coming through with a little bit of a series about letting people know what they can eat in their school lunch boxes. Is this true?
Yes, it is.
Come on, tell us about it, please.
So I started to do school lunches, but I kind of stopped because I'm in that grade where like studying and studying and studying.
Which grade is that, babe?
4.
Grade 4?
She wrote exams. And I was like, exams in grade 4?
And isn't that the like long division time, isn't it?
Yeah, in maths.
Yes.
And there was this one math test that was out of 50. I think it was 50% of our grade.
Oh my goodness.
It was literally like taking us to grade 5.
Oh my goodness. And I know you got 100%. You don't even need to tell me. I know you did. That's Holly, man. Don't look at Holly, please. Thank you very much. But ladies, I am so excited for your 2024. Very quickly, before we go and get ready in the kitchen, I want to ask you, my Holly, you've got music that's going to be coming out, correct?
I do. So I dropped a project in August, a little EP. We've dropped some singles, so I will be dropping another single from that project early next year. So I'm super excited about that.
Come on! The Ray Sisters on a mission. I absolutely love it. And ladies, I want to tell you, I have some baking skills, hey?
Yeah.
I just want to let you know. Thank you.
We're going to put them to the test.
All right, I cannot wait. Expresso family, you need to stick around because like you just heard, we're going to be putting my baking skills to the test. But for now, Carl as well as Graham are busy out and about there in Cape Town, in the kitchen, baby. What's happening that side, guys?
It's time to get back in the kitchen. Hopefully pull off something beautiful. The dinner table will be bursting with blissful cheers when you make these chicken Alfredo buns. Yes, we're putting them in buns enriched with Nestle dessert and cooking cream. Bring it on, baby. So we've both got a role to play here, okay? I'm dealing with the buns this morning, okay?
All right,
I'm all about the buns.
I'll deal with the filling.
You're going to be doing the Alfredo. I absolutely love it. So we're going to kind of be working together in tandem. This should take normally about 7 to 8 minutes to create the dough, and then you obviously want to let it prove, but we're going to kind of speed up the process.
Cool.
So I'm going to start with the dough and get going, and literally we've got salt, we've got yogurt, we've got self-raising flour, and we're going to brush it with a bit of egg. Boom, easy.
Done. Okay, well, I got mushrooms,
cracking.
chicken, I got parsley, I've got onions, I've got a nice warm pan, I've got the oil that's going in now, and we're going to try and, as you said, we're going to try and speed this up, so let's do that. What I'm going to do first and foremost, I'm going to get the onions nice in here and browned, and look at that. Yeah, baby.
Such a clever, funky way of introducing a bit more nutrients, a little bit of fun, a bit of mystery. And when you could take this anywhere, I love this chicken kind of flavor profile, but you could get funky with this, man.
Yes, you could literally pop in, I mean, whatever, really. But I think it's great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of the chicken. That's going to go down here. We're going to get a good coat in the chicken. And we got our mushrooms that are going to go in as well, which is going to be great. So
thinking I might need a touch more yogurt, although it's coming together. It's starting to create a nice bit of a dough.
How are you doing there?
It's coming. I think I might need a little bit more wet. I'm going to wait for one of our kitchen fairies to either throw yogurt at me or not.
Oh, really?
But it is starting to come together as a nice dough. And I suppose you don't want it to be too wet. Or you can see the gluten kicking there already. But you want these guys, these little rolls, because they're going to be encasing. Oh, there we go. It's starting to work.
There we go.
We'll be all right. I think we'll be okay, man. I think we'll be okay.
I'm going down with some seasoning. I've got my pepper going in. That's cool.
Hey, you can do it, little man. You can do it.
Thank you.
Come
so
on.
can you, but that dough's looking good.
No, I was talking to myself, man. I was talking to myself.
Oh.
In the kitchen, we're not giants. We're not giants.
We're not. Oh, that's looking good. That's gonna.
Here we go.
Sweat down those mushrooms, and the chicken's also gonna cook through a little bit before we add in our final flourish, which is going to be.
Smells amazing, my friend.
Thank you, my man. That's the whole idea.
Okay.
It's got to smell good. That's so important. Let me just get the parsley chopped very quickly, and then we are good to
I'm
go.
proper kneading this dough, man. If you've got any frustrations at this time of the year, which I think a lot of us do, you know, people are starting to work on that last nerve, or maybe you lost that last nerve last month and now you're trying to figure out, just go and knead, okay? You need to knead
You need to relax.
Yeah, this probably needs a little bit more moisture, but, oh, I love it. Okay, where we at? What's that going?
Lovely. We are doing well. I mean, I'm doing well over here. My mushroom's already doing its thing. And that pan as well. What I love about this is that with the cast irons, you got all of the flavor on the bottom. And the great thing is when I add...
Oh, for sure.
I'm going to be adding...
You're going to deglaze?
I'm going to deglaze with the dessert and cooking cream.
This feels like a coming of age. The fact that we even got to say the word deglaze.
Deglaze. And that is going to pick up...
proper context.
It's going to pick up all of that flavor at the bottom.
Look at that, my friend.
Don't be Alfredo when you're doing Alfredo.
Don't be chicken, my friend.
Nah. See, and what I'm doing there is that all that flavor is now getting picked up. Come on.
I am going to create a bit of a ball now.
Your dough is looking good, bro.
Oh, it's actually...
It is looking great.
Starting to come together beautifully. That looks absolutely amazing. And our first little dough ball is there. And we're going to create a little bit of a well so we can wrap you around our chicken. And I think we're going to be winning. Absolutely beautiful. And it really is that simple. And I love the fact that we're going to have this beautiful kind of crusty exterior and all the deliciousness in the center, and that's being driven very much by the Nestle dessert and cooking cream. It is clearly great for baking, also great for biscuits, for tarts, for cakes. It just adds a whole different level of luxuriousness, and also works great in savory recipes like cream spinach, creamy pasta sauces, or a little chicken Alfredo like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
It is the ideal base for dips as well, especially delicious as a topping for fruit salads. Fresh or canned, I think there's going to be a lot of that this summer. So if you want to try your hand at this recipe, go over to expressoshow.com. In fact, we've got a host of amazing recipes at recipeswithlove.co.za. Go and check it out if you're looking for your festive season culinary inspiration. I'm thinking...
Okay, our Alfredo is pretty much done. I'm just waiting for the cooking creams to reduce the touch because it is going to be a filling. And then ideally, we're going to want to let this cool down prior to us filling the buns. And then once we do that, we pop that into the oven and we do our...
And we wrap it around. I'm going to let this dough prove. So obviously you want your dough to prove a little bit before using it.
Yes.
But we've kind of shown you the basic there. So you're going to create nice little pockets that you can then obviously put your beautiful well-cooked mixture inside, wrap it up, pop it into the oven, and it's absolutely delicious. Take a look at that. You get the beautiful crispiness on the outside with a beautiful, unctuous, soft center. Absolutely gorgeous. So try this one. Really simple, and it could also be your ticket to winning. So you stand a chance to win inverters, canister stoves, Nestle hampers to make sure that you can keep cooking throughout the festive season. You got to enter the Whip, Whisk and Win competition, and all you have to do is buy any 2 of their participating dairy culinary products. You can dial *120 *440# and then follow the prompts, and all the terms and conditions do apply. Oh, that absolutely smells amazing.
It does. I mean, look at that. I mean, I'm smelling it over there now. I think just remember, I grated some garlic in, which is always good. So look at that. Beautiful. You're most welcome. Try it at home. I think you should totally do that. It was wonderful. All right, so still ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to take on Kutli, who I missed so much since she's been up in Jersey. I thought maybe it's a chance for us to humble each other with a bit of a parking challenge.
That's beautiful.
We've been absolutely loving Suzuki's newest little kid on the block, and we're going to put the Franks through her paces and see if I can remember how to park as you would in your traffic exam.
I think it's going to be so good. I mean, the way you guys do your thing, it's beautiful. I know we've got Grant Hines here as well, so we need to actually unpack some amazing things because you know what, it's definitely a Grand Heinz type of day. It's Thursday, so make sure you stick around. We've got all the entertainment you need. You've chosen well. It's your Feel Good Breakfast show.
I'm going to do another roll.
Just do another roll.
Us parents need peace of mind when it comes to things like colic, maybe packing for the holidays, and especially our baby's tummy troubles.
Oh yeah, now Scopix has you covered. You can win 5,000 Rand weekly to make your life easier and your baby's tummy happier.
You need to answer Expresso's weekly question on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram with that all-important hashtag Scopix, and it could be yours. T's and C's apply. Good luck.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. Let's geek out over gadgets because we've got our gadget and gear expert, Grant Hines, here to review the Garmin Venue 3 smartwatch, a beacon of adventure and innovation. So join us as we uncover some cutting-edge features, and witness firsthand how the adventure truly does begin with Cape Union Mart. In fact, I was shooting yesterday in one of these stores, didn't realize how much I need to get outdoors again. It really does inspire you.
Walking through the store is really exciting, right?
It gets you pumped, dude.
It's like a toy store, but you're an adult now?
Yeah, No, that's
and you go
exactly
like,
it.
I didn't
yeah.
know they made this.
I know.
This is a solution to a problem I've never had.
But this is the year of innovation as well, and I think technology has driven that. There is a lot more interest in the stuff that used to only be for explorers and professional athletes. We can all access that same tech. That being said, we've got a beautiful watch here. It's kind of, for me, simplistic and a bit more dressed down compared to the other garments, so that's quite a plus point design-wise for me.
I have a big preference to smartwatches that look a little bit more elegant or like sit comfortably on your wrist,
watchy.
because we're not working out all the time.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And you don't want a smartwatch that's going to take over your outfit, because then eventually you just want to take it off all the time.
Yeah, it looks like a suit sleeve could actually fit over that. Yeah,
and it's super practical. But as you know, Garmin make smartwatches that are geared predominantly to athletes and people who take their athleticism seriously. And everything is here. There's literally, there's no compromises.
Oh, completely. And if you I mean, you reviewed the Phoenix, which is like the big bad boy of the mix. This has got pretty much what that has, and there's some really interesting features. The wheelchair mode, to me, is amazing. There are so many people who are wheelchair bound that are incredibly fit, that are taking on the same sort of physical challenges that so-called able-bodied people are. That is brilliant.
Yeah, there's actually a little bit of a problem in AI at the moment, where a lot of AI is misrepresenting people of color and minority communities. And one of those minority communities with AI and fitness is people that have disabilities or aren't able to
do it
work
in a
out
conventional way.
Conventional
For
workouts.
sure.
So having wheelchair mode on here allows the AI to understand what is happening. So like, you know, there are a lot of athletes that are wheelchair bound, basketball athletes. It's really important that that feature exists.
It really is great. Now, let's look at sleep coach and nap tracking, because I'm very excited about the space of improving my sleep.
Yes.
And wearable tech really does, well, for me in the past, it's reminded me of how bad my sleeping is. It hasn't really spoken of a proactive approach to getting it better. This really does.
So this, obviously, it couples with the app on your phone. And you're able then to track your sleep and to track your naps, and then it can also proactively let you know that, listen, you should be resting more. There's also like a body battery that's built into Garmin watches. You would have seen that in the last one that we spoke about, and that means it takes the accumulative metrics that are happening to your body, not only just the food that you eat, right? Because that's what you have, but the sleep and the workouts that you're getting. If you speak to any serious athlete, rest is just as important, if not more important, than actually working out. So a watch that's taking that seriously is not just its lip service, it's actually truly for athletes.
I love it. They've got the workout benefit, recovery time features. They've really played into the hands of the weekend warrior athlete that takes are people who are taking it's a pillar of their life, and here you can get the metrics.
Yeah, it's amazing, and obviously there's a whole bunch of other apps that are built into it. It's got a wallet, so you can make payments with it. It's got music built into it. It's got a flashlight, so you can use this if you
can answer calls.
Yeah, you can answer calls. Those things are just one of those like standard smartwatch things, but you kind of expect that with Garmin. They've taken it up a level by giving you those expectations, but then also providing you with really in-depth
high performance,
workouts.
Man. It's high performance, I'll call it that.
And I just want to say to people out there that aren't into high performance and going like, already switching off and this isn't for me. This is important, because if it's going to cater for people that are, what I say, driving the sports cars, like, of their bodies, it will cater to you. It will have something for you. So you might not use every single feature, but the fact that they've put those features in there, you'll know that the features that you do use are actually used properly.
Yeah, and the numbers are good. I've heard from professionals working on the other side of the fitness and the health space to say that this is one of the closest to what your body actually is. Because bearing in mind, they're not plugging into your system. It's just sitting on your wrist. So there is a little bit of give and leeway there.
And there's a whole bunch of like random exercises that you might be doing. Paddles on here.
Wow.
So it knows and can track your paddle, which is when you go, like, obviously meditation is on it and so on. And those things are really helpful, because day-to-day exercises that the average person does, walking, running, and taking care of their bodies, isn't necessarily what athletes are doing.
Yeah, there's a higher level of nuance.
You might go like, actually, workouts must be fun. I do paddle on the weekends, or I surf. The watch needs to be able to track that performance and provide me with accurate feedback as to like how many calories I'm
improving and moving forward. I love that. Just very quickly, battery. how does it perform in terms of display? The AMOLED display. I mean, it
AMOLED.
looks AMOLED.
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 So AMOLED, it's got
What
this
does that
beautiful AMOLED display, which it's LED, so it's really bright. And it has this way of adapting the brightness. If I actually go out, so I'm in my body battery mode right now.
So it can.
So this is the bright. It's super bright for activities. It's now dimmed so that it's saving battery while I need the time. And then obviously it's got like a way to manage the auto brightness. So if you turn the auto brightness off, it's not going to let the watch determine and increase the battery life. You can keep it on. Say you need it for you're running or
vibe, yeah.
but you can, if you want to, just put on auto brightness, and it will then determine the brightness based on the luminosity of the environment.
What information is going on? It's a little metrics beast.
And that's what saves the battery, because AMOLED can traditionally, if you get a really cheap smartwatch, it can really drain the battery, and that's the reason. So Garmin are really thinking about how they can like save the battery like that.
A lot of thought clearly has gone into this from every single perspective. It looks amazing, and I have a feeling it's priced really perfectly for Christmas. In fact, Cape Union Mart is the one-stop destination for all gear and gadgets, and there are some amazing gadgets. I was in store yesterday. The tech is insane. And this device is your perfect companion when you're heading out there for those adventures. So the adventure officially starts here, and to get your hands on this and more, simply browse online at capeunionmart.co.za. And I really do recommend, if you want to taste the adventure, go and step in store for yourself. So in just a moment, I'm going to be taking on my good old friend Kutle in what I thought would be the most simple parking challenge. But the second I drove into that space where you practiced before you did your driving exam, everything just left me. I don't think I could remember what was left or right. I wonder how I'm going to fare.
So, I mean, on that note, let's give it a proper introduction, because, I mean, speaking of innovation and cutting-edge technology, regardless of how long you've been driving, nothing is more challenging than a difficult parking ban. And we have the secret weapon, because we've got that talented individual, Graham, and Kutle, showing us just how easy parking can be. So take a look at this.
Defining moments in your life are often the times you learn valuable lessons.
And I feel one of those adventures coming up right now. Hopefully we're going to learn and improve some basic driving skills with a little bit of help, of course.
Absolutely. We are about to join Dejan de Vries from Dejan Driving School, an expert driver and instructor who is going to test our skills with a friendly parking challenge, courtesy of the incredible Suzuki Fronks. Are you ready, G?
I don't know. You seem way too confident.
I'm so excited.
Okay, let's do it. Come on, let's go.
Dejan, how are you?
Can't complain, can't complain.
Man of the moment. Thank you for doing this, my friend. Absolutely nervous, but cannot wait. Here's the deal. So we are literally shaping our new by upskilling ourselves with some driving basics. The kicker here, we've only got 2 minutes to complete each parking challenge. Prepare for battle. Right, Coach, fill us in. What's up first?
We're going to be tackling your reverse parking. I would normally say you need to rely on your blind spots, but seeing as we've got a 360-degree camera, let's see how it goes.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I think I'm going to start this challenge.
Oh, that makes me a little bit nervous. Go for it.
Got it. Let's go.
Round 1.
Has the 2 minutes started yet?
Yes, please. Come back slowly.
Cool.
Right. Look at how clear that is.
That is absolutely stunning. I love the bird's eye view. Suzuki Fronks has 100% changed the game with their parking assistance. They've got eyes everywhere. They do the thinking for you.
All right.
All the way to the back.
Yeah, slowly.
And we're stopping with...
Hold on. There we go. Perfect.
And we're done just like that.
Cool, man. All right. 2 minutes and counting. All right, so come back slowly. No. Let's have a look back.
Let me
you
go
don't
look
even
at
need to look
that.
over your shoulder anymore. 360-degree views, so you may never use your side mirrors ever again.
That's crazy, and the quality of that
crystal clear
is
4K quality.
Wow, that's actually incredible, eh?
The level of detail, the grids, the fact that you can get dual views, not only the direction that you're going, but look at other obstructions around you. This is a game changer.
Where was this when I did my driving test, man?
I asked the same question.
Well done, G. That's how you do it.
My sister.
Shout out.
Oh, yeah. I hope we're inspiring the other drivers out here. I know in TV land we often don't get a second take, especially when it's live. But to be honest, nothing beats the feeling of nailing it the first try.
Absolutely true. And the thing is, with Suzuki, they make trying new things very simple with their innovation. Right now, it's time for our next challenge. Let's go see what Dejan has in store for us.
Final challenge, parallel parking. All right? Take it easy, take it slow, and watch the pavement.
Okay.
Oh, please, yes. I don't want to be the guy who hits the pavement in the brand new car, all right?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think I can remember how. Should we do it?
Final round.
Let's indicate as well. Cool, I think let's use this feature.
Okay.
So now we will be able to see where our vehicle is.
Okay,
So you want to get the back in line with the poles. You want to see all three there. Straighten your wheel for us. Take your time, take your time. Wait till the front is passed. Wait till the front is passed. And log it up. There we go.
There we go. Look at that.
Look at that. Have a look-see. Now we line ourselves up. A little bit more, a little bit more. Wait for the beeps. Wait for the beeps. And there you go. Equally spaced. You want to try and get the edge of the vehicle to the edge of, for example, the output. Yes, correct. So we indicate, pop it into reverse. Brake slightly. Turn your wheel all the way to the left. Lovely. All the way. Back it up. Now, you'll see 3 poles spread out in your right mirror. Come back. Now straighten your wheel. And then you back it up again. Now, there you've got a visual on how close you are to it. So, back it up.
I think where this would really shape my new, how excited my kids would be to just go for a drive in this car, let alone have this come home with us. That to me is about shaping my new. It's comfort, it's about the wow factor for my kids, but most importantly, the most important thing to me, the safety of my family, and this ticks every box.
As well as Graham and Kuchler did, there can only be one winner, and the Suzuki has taken that crown.
10 out of 10, baby. But look, I didn't do it alone. I know that parking takes a lot of confidence, and I think thanks to this SUV, we've got the right partner in our corner. I love that.
Absolutely, man. Now our parking lessons may be over, but every day in the Suzuki France feels like a master class that you are guaranteed to pass.
Oh, I know we were mortal enemies on the day. It was just so nice spending some time with Kuchler. I absolutely love her. Dude, the car is lovely. It is so nice to drive, and I'm really kind of old school. I'm not used to relying on the tech elements to be able to, like, you know, it gave me post-traumatic stress just going back into that driving instructor kind of space. But what a joy. The car made it too easy.
Yes, it's a Franks. So get your hands on this incredible SUV by visiting your nearest Suzuki dealership to book a test drive now. All right, so now we got a vehicle. I want you to actually park off and enjoy some great things because a little bit later, we've got something special. When it comes to a tropical collection for the whole family ahead of summer, we've got that lined up for you.
I'm down for that.
Yeah,
I love it.
Tropical.
Okay, then you're going to get back in your car and you're going to drive all the way to the waterfront because Zoe is there right now. We're going to be crossing live, connecting with our favorites. And she has got something very special to reveal. It's ahead of the festive season, a beautiful setting. What could it be? We'll find out now.
Bespoke.
Well, good morning, you beauties. If you're only connecting with us now, where have you been? It's been a beautiful and wonderful opportunity to explore our world. I say this because I'm getting really, really jealous because I'm not the one out there exploring right now.
Exploration is important, and especially if you've got the beauty of traveling. It does turn you into a storyteller, and Kutle had the opportunity to explore the beauty of the winelands at the Protea by Marriott Hotel, Stellenbosch and Conference Centre.
So if you're looking for the perfect hotel this summer, this might just be the one for you. It certainly seems to be the one for Kutle.
There is something so unique and special about the charm of a small town, and I have the exciting pleasure of exploring the heart of the winelands. Welcome to Protea Hotel by Marriott, Stellenbosch and Conference Centre, boasting luxurious accommodation and, of course, beautiful, breathtaking views. Look at what I am talking about. The hotel offers the perfect balance between business and pleasure, with impeccable design features and functionality all in one space. Let's find out more about how the hotel brings the guest visions to life. Alzai, the hotel is absolutely incredible. Take this room, for instance.
Yes, so we are standing in two brand new venues. We started with our restaurant downstairs, the Cultivar restaurant. We did some renovations. It's absolutely beautiful. And then upstairs, we have here Bridge 1 and Bridge 2. The idea behind these venues was we have a lot of venues downstairs, but we needed space for our clients to break away. So we have 181 bedrooms, 88 standard rooms and 88 deluxe rooms. We have another 5 executive rooms that we use especially for our VIP guests, like a honeymooner celebrating their wedding, anniversary guests, birthday guests, or very VIP guests we would like to impress, of course. On property, we also have another restaurant called Die Wingerd, which is a lovely, smaller restaurant which is also open to the public, which makes it a very popular hit.
What I love most about the amenities of the hotel is the marriage between luxury and comfort and business and functionality at the same time, with incredible amenities including a state-of-the-art gym as well as a pool. Absolutely beautiful experience being here.
Look at these beautiful views. Don't you think it's amazing?
Absolutely stunning.
And guess what? You will be spending the rest of your week in here.
I cannot wait. I mean, this view alone inspires relaxation and a serene atmosphere. I absolutely love the design features. The devil is in the detail. I mean, you've got high-tech plug-in points.
Yes, and of course the beautiful open plan bathroom, and don't forget the views that you see from this room.
As a warm welcome, I see there's a beautiful cheese platter on the table. Is this standard practice?
Yes, so what we do is we can give the guest the option to have either a bottle of wine or some sparkling wine in the room upon arrival, also accompanied with a cheese platter or something sweet.
Sometimes a change of location, great service and unmatched views is just what you need to kickstart your holiday season. Vacation mode activated. Get ready to indulge in an array of options for your personal preference at Die Wingerd restaurant, with an amazing atmosphere and incredible aromas.
So basically, the Wingerd has an a la carte menu. Our signature dishes are the barrels, where we serve a variety of combos. Have a lovely wood-fired pizza and a special menu for the children. So if you're a guest here, you have the option to dine at Die Wingerd, and you don't have to drive all the way into town.
I need privacy. The heat of summer is in full swing, so I've had to come and dip my toes in this refreshing pool. I have to say, I had such a wonderful time at the Protea Hotel by Marriott, Stellenbosch and Conference Centre, where beauty, picturesque views, state-of-the-art amenities, different dining options meet luxury and convenience for anyone and everyone across the world to come and get the best of Stellenbosch.
I'm so sorry, Kutle. Such a tough day. Tough, eh?
How do you do that? How do you work in those conditions?
No, just put your foot down. Put both feet up. Put your foot down when both feet are going up next time, Kutle, okay? I know, absolutely beautiful. I know you've stayed there as well.
I have indeed, yeah.
I've been lucky enough to do it. An incredible team working there, and I think that was the difference for me. So don't miss that incredible opportunity. Sign up as a Bonvoy member today at Marriott.com. There are some great little extra added luxuries thrown in.
Oh, yes. Talking about added luxuries. Woo. Now, there is a Cape Town ring collection, and we had to go there. We had to see it for ourselves, and we sent the best person. Somebody knows all about rings these days, Zoe Brown, who is going to give you some details on this amazing new collection from Shimansky.
It's always so nice to be let out the box, and what a box I've been gifted to be at. Today, we are coming to you live from Shimansky at the V&A waterfront, and I'm standing here with sales consultant Carmen Rousseau, who's going to talk to me about Shimansky's ode to the mother city. We've been trying on jewelry. As you can see, I am bedazzled literally from ears to fingertips. But Carmen, I love everything that Shimansky has on offer. Before we get into the beautiful pieces we have in front of me, what makes a Shimansky piece different?
Well, Zoe, thank you. It's amazing to host you. So I have to say, what makes a Shimansky piece different is our impeccable attention to detail. So our founders strive for continuous, flawless execution. Is something that we live with till today. Each piece you'll see is honed with African symbolism, everything that connects us to the mother city, like that beautiful neck piece that you're wearing.
Oh, look at that. You can see Table Mountain. There's also, talk me through the detail that we are seeing right now.
So this is definitely for somebody who absolutely loves the finer things in life. So what you see here is the beautiful silhouette of Devil's Peak, Table Mountain, as well as Lion's Head, and the beautiful signal heel that wraps it in.
Oh, that is absolutely perfect. Now, I know that Shimansky has a variety of collections. Let's talk through some of those collections before we put the spotlight on the mother city.
Oh, beautiful. So what you can see, I am actually wearing our beautiful Millennium range. So I have the white gold earrings in the diamond setting together with this pendant. What this symbolizes is two lives coming together, being actually wrapping something special like your marriage. So what we see in this cabinet is the different varieties of the Millennium collection. As well here, I'd love to show you our exclusive micro range. So as you can see, this is a full-on tennis neck piece. What makes this impeccable is that the My Girl diamond cut is the first patented cut out of Africa, and it can only be achieved by cutting a diamond of twice its size.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So what makes a My Girl diamond different? Is it a princess cut? Is it a cushion cut? What are we looking at?
I love that you asked me this question. So this is our founder's. It took him 3 years to design this cut. This is his girl. And what we say is that this diamond is actually a representation for every woman to shine at her brightest selves, because it allows light from every corner. It's an 8-sided square, unlike a princess cut. Unlike a cushion cut, it's a little bit more in depth, and it can only be cut by 3 people in the entire world.
That is so special. I mean, I'm rocking this beautiful rock, which is part of the My Girl collection, on my finger right now. Thank you very much. I'm going to stay here the whole day. But Carmen, let's talk about this incredible collection. It is the festive season. Everyone is looking for unique ideas on how to gift someone that's something special. Now, if you are a tourist, if you are from Cape Town, if you are South African, if you are African, how can we have a piece of the mother city with us?
Okay, so this range was actually designed with that exact idea in mind. Wherever the world, wherever you are, where you're traveling, you are able to connect with like-minded people and tell them your beautiful story from visiting the mother city, right? And the beautiful places that it holds. By purchasing a piece of the Cape Town collection, you are are able to keep a piece of Cape Town soul with you wherever you go.
I love that. Now, is it possible to customize this? Because I'm seeing different metals, I'm seeing some with some diamonds on. Talk me through how we can customize the Cape Town ring.
At Shimansky, we love customizing pieces, and this is the exact idea with the Cape Town ring. It comes in a variety of highly sought after metals like your your white gold, our silver, and then with different details of diamonds. Over here we have our full pavé diamonds, and here we have a single row where there will be 27 diamonds, as our dialing code is +27.
Oh, that's clever.
Very special, right?
Yes.
So it comes in ladies and gents, and you can play however you'd like.
Okay, well, I love playing, so I'm going to put this one on my hand right now. I'll show the camera. I'm putting it on upside down so that when I make a fist, you can see the detail of Devil's Peak, Table Mountain, Lion's Head, as well as the curve from Signal Hill. Is this the one with 27 diamonds, or it looks?
No, this has a lot more diamonds, especially for you. We know our girls love diamonds, right?
Yes, we do indeed.
Yes, and this one's actually made in rose gold. It suits you perfectly.
Oh, I'm just going to leave with all this bling on me today. Carmen, this has been so incredible. I think, you know, when it comes to festive giving, who would you say is this beautiful pendant for, if you had to sell it to an individual?
An individual, definitely a person who loves the finer jewelries in life, right? Person who loves to travel, someone who loves to showcase to the world, right? All of their amazing splendors in life.
Oh, absolutely incredible. Well, I am wearing the gold one right now. You've just summed it up. Someone that loves to travel, loves the finest things in life. Yes, that is me. Carmen, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for showing us just a snippet of what Shimansky has on offer. If you want to see the entire collection, visit the nearest Shimansky nearest to you, and keep your eyes posted to Expresso, because in the next coming days we have a very exciting giveaway that we will be doing with Shimansky, and who knows, one of these beautiful pieces could be yours. Thank you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso and you're live on S3. Let's get straight into your news. It's just after 8 o'clock. And starting nationally, the next registration weekend for the 2024 election will take place on February the 3rd and 4th. This will be the last opportunity for eligible voters to register at polling stations or check registration details. The Independent Electoral Commission has announced that South Africans abroad will be able to register at SA embassies and consulates on January the 26th, 27th and 28th. Prisoners will have the opportunity to register at correctional centres on January 30th and the 1st of February. Online registration can be used until the day the election date is announced. Now, recently, of course, released Blue and No Drop Water report that has been released recently. That's brought to light significant concerns regarding the safety of drinking water in South Africa. Now, the report unveiled on Tuesday revealed that nearly half of the country's drinking water is considered unsafe. Examining the performance of municipal drinking water systems since 2014, the report identified a decline in effectiveness. Assessing 958 water supply systems across 144 water services authorities nationwide, the report indicated that 29% of water supply systems are in a critical state. Now on to international news. Switzerland's government has handed over a prehistoric Libyan marble sculpture believed to be more than 2,000 years old to Libya's embassy in the Swiss capital, Bern. The sculpture of a young woman's head measures 19 centimeters high and dates to the period between the 1st century BC and the 1st century AD. Switzerland's Federal Office of Cultural Affairs said it most likely originated from the archaeological site of the ancient city of Cyrene, located in the Cyrenaica region in present-day Libya, and is said to be tangible evidence of Greek expansion in North Africa. Now, UN officials have warned that the risk of atrocities is growing in Gaza, with Palestinians stuck in deepening horror as Israel intensifies its assault on the enclave. Now, Volker Turk, UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, has urged Israel, Hamas, and international actors with influence to prevent atrocity crimes as Israel's advance into southern Gaza leaves displaced Palestinians with nowhere to run. Now, Turk said his colleagues described the situation as apocalyptic. In these circumstances, there is a heightened risk of atrocity crimes, he added. And wrapping things up on the news desk on the island of St. Helena, the Seychelles giant tortoise Jonathan's 191 years tell a tale of endurance, witnessing the ebb and flow of history. As the reigning elder statesman of the animal kingdom, he has borne witness to 8 British monarchs and 40 US presidents. Despite the challenges that come with age, including a loss of smell and impaired vision, his dedicated caretakers, led by the steadfast veterinarian Joe Hollins, has ensured that he indulged in a special feast of fruits and vegetables on his 191st birthday. Jonathan's continued zest for life, despite being born in 1832, reflects the indomitable spirit that has carried him through the centuries. Happy birthday, Jonathan, from all of us here at Expresso. That's it for your news on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's take a look at your sport. Here's G.
Oh, thank you so much, Carl. Admittedly, feeling more like the hare that never got out the gates this morning. Sadly, it was a non-result in Kimberley yesterday as we turned to cricket, rain and lightning, cutting short the second T20 international clash between the Proteas women and Bangladesh after only 8 deliveries. So Bangladesh at 7 for 1, facing the setback with Mashida Khatun on 2 and Sobhana Mostari yet to score. That was due to Proteas Nonkululeko Mlaba dismissing Shamina Sultana for just 3, catching her behind the wickets. So with a loss in the first match, the series will conclude on Friday with either a draw or the loss for the Proteas ladies in Kimberley. That means you've got to get out there and support. They're going to need us. Now let's turn to football. So we heard that Taylor Swift is the person of the year, according to Time. So who's the sports star? Well, Lionel Messi has done it again. He's been named Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year for 2023, adding yet another feather to his illustrious cap after, of course, snagging the Ballon d'Or for an unprecedented 8th time this year. The Argentine World Cup winning skipper now dazzling with Inter Miami in the MLS, and a celebrity favourite propelled the US soccer scene to a different level this year. Messi's move proved golden, igniting a scoring spree with 10 goals in just 7 League Cup clashes, and brilliant Messi goals at that. Now, there were a couple on show last night as we turn to the UK now, and man of the moment, Scott McTominay's double propelled Manchester United to a much-needed 2-1 victory over a very much embattled Chelsea last night, offering relief to the Man U manager Eric Ten Hag, and conversely intensifying the scrutiny on Mauricio Pochettino. So United's stellar performance rebounding from that lackluster 1-0 loss to Newcastle early in the week, boosting them to 6th place on the log with 3 points adrift now between them and the 4th place to champions Manchester City. So they're climbing, and despite massive spending across 3 transfer windows now, Chelsea languishing in 10th place. They just haven't found that click. Then we finally turn to tennis, and she's back. Tennis ace Caroline Wozniacki will make a triumphant return to the Australian Open after a 4-year hiatus, earning a wildcard entry next year. So the 2018 champion, who retired in 2020 to start her family, is back in. She resumed her tennis journey at Montreal in August this year. The mother of 2 marked her Grand Slam comeback at the US Open, reaching the last 16. Nice sign of form. Wozniacki is set to make her presence felt at the Australian Open from January the 14th up until the 28th, joining the fray as well as Aryna Sabalenka and the GOAT Novak Djokovic, there to defend the women's and men's titles respectively. So a great way to start off the sporting calendar. But that's where we leave our sport for this morning. The roads should be up and running, a little competitive. Let's get the latest from Carl.
Let's get you to work, and starting in Germiston, Johannesburg, there has been a multi-vehicle accident on the N12 westbound at Galuli's interchange. The right lane is closed at the moment. Please drive carefully. Let's stay in Joburg. In Midrand, there's congestion on the N1 southbound after Olifantsfontein Road. Back at the queue is all the way at Brakfontein Road, so you may want to adjust travel time. And let's go to Cape Town. There is heavy congestion on the N1 inbound at Jip de Jager. Expect delays and add some extra travel time to your journey. That is it for traffic. Let's take a look at your weather. Starting with weather news, in the wake of the devastating storms in KwaZulu-Natal on Monday and Tuesday, there is a yellow level 2 warning again for severe thunderstorms with possible strong damaging winds, hail and heavy downpours, resulting in localized damage to infrastructure, settlements, property, vehicles, livelihood and livestock in places in the western parts of KwaZulu-Natal, also in the Free State, the southern parts of Gauteng and Mpumalanga, as well as northern parts of the Eastern Cape. Extreme high fire danger conditions are expected in the northern and central parts of the Northern Cape, as well as in the central parts of the Western Cape, and extremely uncomfortable conditions can be expected in places over the Central and Little Karoo, so be safe out there. As we take a look at your sunrise view of the hour. Now, Amanda from False Bay sent us this one. Isn't that beautiful? And I think with all these sunrise views, it'll give you some travel ideas if you are going away for the holidays. Why not False Bay? Why not Cape Town? That's a good reason to come through. 063-408-8863. Show us how you start your morning. We'd love to see. And let's take a look at your temperatures to give you an idea of what to wear today on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
right, so you know I love my sports, and I know that a lot of you love your sport. So why don't we go and prove it and win some amazing jackpots as we do. If you're truly a lover of the game, whatever your game is, Do you think you have what it takes to score the title of being Inja Ya Game? If so, then it's time to test those skills on the National Lottery's Sports Stake Games. And that gives you your chance to score off the pitch and win big. So you can play any of your favorite sports stake games on their website, that's thenationallottery.co.za, and then go and predict match day results to win big jackpots and earn, of course, bragging rights to be Inja Ya Game. And if you're ready to score big, then you've got to do it. Just put yourself in the running and go and play.
So coming up in the Feel Good Breakfast Show, we have the Ray Sisters, and they'll be teaching Zanele something very special, the Daily Dance Challenge, which is going to be fun. And then G and I are going to share our top toy picks for the big season, so make sure you stick around. This is Expresso on S3.
Not every day may go your way, but we've got something perfect to lift your spirits right here on the Expresso Show. You can win 1,000 Rand weekly by going with Albany, the perfect bread in an imperfect world. First up, feel the freshness. Then enter on the Expresso socials and answer a very easy question using the hashtag MyPerfectAlbany in your answer. Competition closes the 8th of December. T's and C's apply.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
You're on your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. Yes, baby, it is Expresso, the only way to start your morning. And of course, we're at the Joburg studios, right? Because we've been hanging out with the Ray Sisters. And this morning, you know we specialize in exclusives. So, Mimi, should we tell them? Shall we? Okay, perfect. So, listen, we are starting a dance crew. Me and Mimi, what's our name?
The Unstoppables.
Amazing, thank you. Exclusive right here on Expresso. Now look, I told you as well that these two ladies so multi-talented, and this is why Mimi is going to be teaching me a dance, Dali. But first, before we get into it and we get into this beautiful dance lesson, we need to watch the beautiful Mimi eat this challenge up. Watch this. To go so hard, girl. Come on. Okay, my fellow unstoppable. It's time. I'm ready. I've been stretching. Please teach me the Dali challenge. Let's go. I'm ready. Let me get my dress up.
Okay.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, Dali.
Okay.
Dali.
Wait. Go. Take me through that part. The second one there. Okay. Yes.
3, 2, 1, Dali.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. And how many of these are we doing?
I think it's 3.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And then?
And now the next part is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, yes, I've seen this one.
Yeah,
Yes,
and then
yes,
you
yes.
do this, da, da.
And then, yes, yes.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8. Nazo. Okay, do you think I'm ready?
Yeah, I think you're ready.
I think I'm ready as well. I've seen this. Okay, let's go, let's go. Mr. DJ, please play us the music. Come on. Yay. Hypo. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Come on. I love it. I did it. I did it. I think I just redeemed myself last week when Tyler tried to teach me the water challenge. Ne? I didn't go all the way, but you know what? I think, what would you give me out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
10 out of
Amazing.
10.
Okay, I wanna get a chance to get a 12 out of 10. So can we
Okay.
do it again, please? Amazing. Okay, here we go. I'm ready. Expresso family, let's do this. Okay, Mr. DJ, take it back to the beginning, please. Let's go. Okay, here we go. I can do this. I can do it. Ready. Yebo. Yay. Hypo Mimi, you're bringing the other moves. I love it. Yes. 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 Hi. Yay. Yay. Yebo. Yes. Yes. Mimi, go. Come on. I love it. The Unstoppables. Come on. We're actually gonna go on a tour, if you did not know. From the when?
From...
Yeah, when school for you, that's the thing. So before school starts.
Yeah.
We're going on a tour. Perfect. All right, everybody, stick around. We absolutely love being here with you, and we're still going to be hanging out with the Ray sisters. Make sure you do not go anywhere. Also, because there's a whole lot more happening in Cape Town.
Zanele, you're amazing. That was absolutely incredible. Dali.
I think I was going to say, I think you could have. She might have left me in the dust. But
so
awesome,
good.
man. Well done.
Can we just unwrap the magic of Christmas? Let's do that, all right? Because you got these toys here, and it's our top toy picks from the Crazy Store, and they have the perfect gifts to make this festive season truly magical for your kids. So let's get joyous and count down.
Can I say for your kids loosely?
No, for us
okay,
as
because
well.
bearing in mind, as of the end of this week, we're all going to be playing with our kids because school holidays begin. So
thank goodness.
Help us, okay? Help us, please. We have got some amazing gifts for every kind of child, whether you're a big child or a small child. So why don't you start with transforming playtime into a bubbly adventure with a wash basin play set where little ones can engage, they can pretend play, they can delve into their own little world while learning some essential skills in a fun and interactive way. I don't want to say that washing dishes is an essential skill. It's more the fine motor. It's utilizing all these different things. I do enjoy a little bit of emotional cleaning, so I'll often go to the dishes for that.
Yes.
Okay, but this is really cool. When they're setting up a world in their imagination, to be able to play and act things out to this level of detail is just amazing. It really, really, I know my kids would absolutely love this. And this kind of goes up and down the age brackets as well, which is cool. First gift sorted.
Brilliant. I love that. Also, the life skills in play, always good and synonymous and connected. So unlock the magic of imagination. There are some makeup sets as well. So these makeup sets and jewelry creator kits are perfect. They are designed to inspire creativity, self-expression, and endless fun. And the great thing is they are interchangeable. As you can see, the jewelry set, you can create your own jewelry. So,
do you know, there was a little girl going around the park handing out, and she gave one to Georgia. It was in a playroom that she had made for herself. Georgia still wears this thing every day from a random stranger. She loved it so much. It just gave the kids an opportunity to do something creative and be kind of in that collaborative space together. So, so beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, if you're a Tay-Tay fan, it also works for you quite well.
Exactly, exactly. So now you can take playtime to the fast lane with a truck and trailer play set alongside the sleek moves of these awesome metallic and graffiti stunt cars. Take a little gander at this, okay? Because sometimes you want high action, sometimes you want a bit of a storyline where you can take the guys to the adventure and then you can get out. They've got different themed cars, absolutely amazing. And these are the kind of toys that just unlock the imagination. There are so many different ways that you can play. I mean, this guy is absolutely amazing. The stunt rolling car is on a different level. All I can think about is Zoe beating Ryle, though, with this car. Well, with every one of these, we found a way for Zoe to beat Ryle at putting makeup on and doing everything. But absolutely amazing. A joyride of fun that'll have your little ones zooming into a world of the keyword imagination. That's what these unlock, man.
Now, growing up, I was a massive dinosaur fan. In fact, I still am. And you can embark on a prehistoric adventure with these dinosaurs. Now, the park play sets are easy. I mean, they also you can carry them around, which I love. They're easy to pack away, and let your little explorers roam the land of imagination, discovering ancient wonders and creating thrilling dino tales. And also, like, the sounds of the dinosaurs. You know, what does this one make? The other one.
My son does one where it's like an inward sound that sounds otherworldly. Yeah,
Right,
that
like
is
that one.
terrifying at any time of the day that you hear it. But they love this because it's not just the dinosaurs, and these guys stand the test of time, like literally like millennia, but the other little additives there, you can tell a story, you can create an ecosystem.
You can name them as well, right? That's fine. Like a Brontosaurus, that is a Pachycephalosaurus. You got a Carnotaur, a Tyrannosaurus Rex actually there, and a Parasaurolophus over there as well. Thank you.
Boom!
I'm actually, I'm still in the dinosaurs, clearly.
Hey, I love you, man. I love you going home with one of those. Actually, I know what I'm going to buy you now. I'm sorted, man. I'm absolutely sorted. Oh, wait. What's this?
That's the one that came to destroy them. Wow, that was dark. That's a dark twist. Look at this.
That just does really look like a meteorite. Oh, that's amazing. You've impressed me so much. Now, of course, there is one thing that really ignites, I think, the imagination and joy in every child or any person, and that's music.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and we've got a 32-key keyboard that is going to ignite that passion for melody and rhythm, or highlight the lack of any of those things, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
And this is great for grandparents as well, because grandparents, when you get this for a kid, they are going to play it in front of the parents, and the parents will never watch TV again. So please, grandparents, go for it.
Buy that for someone else's child. They're going to absolutely love it. They're going to love it. I know what else I'm getting you for Christmas.
No! Well, do you know what gift? The magic of endless smiles this season with top toy picks from the Crazy Store.
And you can swing by your nearest branch, fill your baskets, fill those stockings, and literally let the festivities begin. And remember, there are only a few days left to enter the Crazy Carol competition. You've heard how terrible we are. Maybe you can be better. And if you want to get yourself the opportunity to win a voucher valued at 5,000 Rand, you've got to get on board. Simply head over to the Crazy Store Facebook page to find out what this week's Carol is. They're very creative. Then send a WhatsApp voice note with your best performance of the Crazy Carol to 082 734 3691. And they do squeeze in a lot of syllables, so be ready, man.
Yes, competition closes Sunday, 10 December. Winner will be announced on the Facebook page on the 12th of December. T's and C's can be found on their website. Get playing and getting the toys for gifts.
Whoever you are, whatever you need, you'll find great value for the whole family at the Crazy Store. So duck into a store near you and be surprised.
Okay.
You're still going with it, right? It's great.
The gift that keeps on giving. So we're going to take the very quickest of breaks. Nothing too serious, no meteorites heading to Earth. We're going to be back in just a moment to have a little bit of fun. We've got a tropical collection that literally explodes with the tropics. It's like we are on an island, actually. We might have been transported to Mauritius right now.
It's going to be beautiful. It really is. And also, we're going to be doing some baking. Gingerbread is something that's always lovely, and we've got a lovely recipe for you. So make sure you stay right there. It is your feel-good breakfast.
Nowhere's more festive than the Expresso kitchen this season, as you get the chance to bake your way to 50,000 Rand with Golden Cloud and Beacon. With all entry details on the Expresso social pages, reply to the competition post with a picture and description of your festive season masterpiece for a chance to compete live in the Expresso kitchen for that grand prize of 50,000 Rand. Entries close December the 20th. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso here in S3, and it's holiday season. It's officially here. I'm very excited. I hope you are too. So let's turn heads and make a splash this summer with tropical fits made from breathable fabrics, thank goodness, that are perfect for sun-soaked days, carefree moments, and outdoor celebrations. Now, here to introduce us to their new tropical collection are two wonders of the fashion industry, Woolworths women's wear buyer, Tamsin du Plessis, and the stylist extraordinaire, Taryn Oppel, is here to make sure we know exactly what is up. Welcome, ladies.
Hello, good morning.
Lovely, lovely. It is so good to see you, and it's great to have this tropical collection because tropical says, let's go on a holiday.
Absolutely. Let's go to the beach.
Right? Let's take it back to the beach. Let's do that. But I do want to say, inspiration-wise, Tamsin, with regard to the tropical collection, let's talk about it, because I'm seeing bright, bright colours, and I'm seeing really great, unique patterns as well.
Yes. So the tropical collection was just very much inspired by hot summer days, holiday, beach. Yeah, and as you said, we've got some beautiful bold prints, bright colours and flowy silhouettes that are just really easy to wear and give you that summer feeling that we're all starting to feel now.
I like the boldness, especially colour-wise. You know, sometimes you find that because something's a pattern, it's muted, but I'm seeing that there's a lot of really bold colours coming through, almost a statement, like we've been through it in 2023, let's start like feeling the colour of the season, which I appreciate.
Exactly, and the prints are really unique, which is amazing, very exclusive to Woolworths.
I want to see more.
Yes, I'd love to.
Sure. Let's see.
Thank you for that. I'm glad you said that, Taryn.
see.
Because I just think, like, while we're doing this, you know, some of the essentials for women's wear this season, maybe you can track us through some of the things that you believe are essentials for any cupboard.
Yeah, so this is one of the bold prints we were speaking about. It's got these beautiful tropical birds and foliage, perfect for a beach day.
Love that.
Some other beautiful prints here. This one
You see, now this one here, I love. You know what I love? I love colour against black, because this it just pops automatically.
Exactly.
And I think that the darker colour almost gives it a crossover to evening.
Exactly.
So if you want to do a late sunset on the beach, you can always transfer yourself to that beach club in the evening.
Because you can easily throw that over your swim costume and just move on.
That's what we need.
And this is another one of our tropical prints.
And that's great, because then you could probably do a bold bikini under that, right?
Exactly.
Ah, come on.
And then our sets also, matching sets are still very trendy for the season. So again, in the bold prints, and it's super versatile. You can wear it separate, together. Definitely a win for your summer wardrobe.
I love a set. There's something about it, though. It's really good, you know, for anybody who feels set in their ways. Now, Taryn, in terms of menswear and kidswear, let's look at that perspective as well. What are some of those things that are popping out?
So, listen, the men and kids have just the right amount, same as the women. It's all about Tropicana.
Balance.
We're going back to the beach too. You can find these all over tropical prints on these button-up shirts.
Yes.
These can easily be matched with like a white denim, like very fresh. And then besides tropical, there's also some Oceania inspiration.
Okay, so that one's
super
very
cool,
me.
super
Sorry,
fun.
that's
okay, it's
very,
yours.
very me. I like that one a lot.
And then it doesn't end there. Also, you'll find some more tropical inspiration prints all over swim shorts that you can pair with a plain tee or a pop of color golfer. Pick up the colors in here and sort of mix and match your look. And then with the kids, for girls, I mean, we do love a summer dress.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but we've got a little twinning moment happening here.
You see, this is where I love, like you see that in the malls and the beaches as well. It's so cute.
No, Woolies is really thinking about the whole family when they build all their collections, so that's fun. And then also with dad and son, or two brothers, a little twinning moment as well.
I mean, Kevin Hart and The Rock, that also works. So that's fine. But no, these are really, really cool.
There's just tons of tropical prints
so you
over
have,
shirts.
so they have shirts my size in range now. Cool.
We do.
That's
Size 6, 7, 8.
That's more 8 to 9, but that works as well.
And then something else that's really fun is also you can buy a little matching set as one.
Are those crocodiles?
Garment. They are crocodiles surfing.
Are they surfing crocodiles?
They are surfing crocodiles.
I'm freaking out. That is what I'm talking about.
So yeah, there's lots on offer, lots of bright colors, as Tamsin mentioned. It's just all about turning heads, making a statement.
Let's get some models in.
Why not?
Let's see it applied. Because I think that,
Why not?
and then while the models are coming in, talk to me about some of the, the getaways you picture this in. So we got our models here. As you said, moments of, sort of mom and daughter. This is really great. But as I said, here's my favorite, the black backdrop with the
Yes,
bright
the one
colors.
you mentioned about going from the beach to a little sunset, sundowner or something like that. I mean, that's great. Jaylee's also wearing the little dress that I showed you earlier, that twins with mom. I love the little frill details. I mean, this is cute for a play date.
Wow.
A little brekkie before the beach. Yeah, it also works really well, and then paired with some simple sandals.
It's really great. Eh? It looks amazing. Let's get some more of the models in as well for the men's range.
Yes, let's go. So we've got Hamish in his tropical print shirts with his shorts and his flip-flops. He's feeling it, I can see that.
Lovely.
And then I'd love to talk about the men's look, because we spoke about matching sets with women, and it comes across in the men's collection as well. And this feels like quite city, It's like taking the beach to the city with these sneakers. It's quite muted, it's not as bright, but it's still cool and still a statement maker.
Hamish has just got some other vibes, eh?
Oh, yes, there we go.
You're the best, man. So cool. It's looking so good. I'm loving this. I'm loving the prints. I love the versatility. It's going to be a great season. Thank you so much, ladies. And don't forget, I mean, there are accessories too. We got to think about that, which is lovely. So let me get these on. So swap out spring florals for summer statements, tropical prints, a bold collection that really includes a range of easy breezy silhouettes and standout colors and patterns. So shop the tropical collection and more at Woolworths, in-store, online and on the app. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Let's go tropical.
All right, so now that you've got the look down, let's get the setting. The Sunset Summer Tour is back, and this is your invitation to soak yourself in the magic of South Africa's most stunning sunsets while embracing the beauty of the outdoors. Relax, have some fun this summer and experience a tour near you, and they're on tour. Sensational sounds, incredible seasoned artists and memories to last a lifetime. This weekend, on Saturday the 9th of December, there is a Sunset Summer Concert at Rands in Cape Town, at Marikana in Johannesburg. Get your plug in. And there are going to be further event dates included on the 17th of December down in Durbs, the 28th of December in Plett, and then the 29th in Knysna. You can see they're building up to something special, so don't miss out on the summer of a lifetime. Get your tickets today. These are going to go extremely fast. So it is the Festive, and in South Africa we do festive different. Yes, we like to get outdoors. Yes, we like to experience some sun and some sunshine and everything that goes with this, but we also like a bit of tradition. And for me, gingerbread cookies are the most traditional Christmas thing you can bake. And of course, we've got the ladies. The Rays are in the house to help us do it.
Thank you, my beautiful Cape Town family. Of course, the goodness continues, all in the name of us baking up a storm. And this is why we're going to be making gingerbread biscuits with the beautiful Ray sisters. That is on the way. And then we also get to turn our home renovation dreams into reality, baby. Because what else if not that on your Feel Good Breakfast show? We got so much still to do between now and 9 o'clock, so make sure you do not go anywhere. But we'll be back on the other side of this break. to start your morning is, of course, on Expresso, your feel-good breakfast show. And, of course, we bring you gems, the Ray sisters. And we all know that festive season always gets us in the kitchen, cooking up a storm with the family. But we're baking up a storm with the Ray sisters. And it is honestly all in the name of making sure that, yes, we get to 100% be together. And more than anything else, make it fun, interactive, playful. And who else better to call on than the Ray sisters? Girls, are you ready for us?
We are so ready.
I love this. Okay, so first and foremost, what are we going to be like doing here today? I also want to get into it very soon.
Yes.
Firstly, let's start with you guys and your passion for baking. Where did that come from?
From our gran. Our gran taught both of us how to cook and how to bake. And she kind of used baking and cooking to teach us how to read and write and count and, you know, measure and all of that stuff. So it's kind of like the first lesson you get in the Ray household is baking.
Love that. Oh my, and you guys are going to pass it on to your, like, babies?
Exactly.
And this is so cute. Okay. Let's get into this firstly, though, because I know as well that so many people are at home being like, what are we going to bake this Christmas?
Yes.
What are we doing here today?
So today we're going to be making the Woolies Easy Bake Gingerbread biscuits. So Woolies has really pulled through for all of us.
Yes.
And they are making Christmas so much easier because we all know when you have like so much family and like all these people in the house, it's hard to like start cooking from scratch and doing things.
Yeah.
So they've made these amazing easy bake kits. We've tried quite a few of them. They have lamingtons, they have cupcakes, and they all come with the cutest kitchen accessories.
Come on. And I know that you've been making some videos about them, Mimi, and I want to know, what do you enjoy most about getting to make these videos with these cute little kits?
Honestly, the accessories too. The accessories, you can use them like this little cooling rack.
Yes.
Like, honestly, if I owned my own house, like, and I didn't have a cooling rack, then I would probably go straight to Woolies.
Yeah.
Like,
straight to Woolies. And it's so cute because it's in a Christmas tree. Oh, I love that.
So they have all these amazing Christmas-themed things. So what comes in this Easy Bake Kit is your cooling rack, a little cutout, a little bit of icing sugar, a recipe card which tells you exactly what to do.
Yes.
Some dark mascabo sugar, and then your cookie mix. And then you just have to add butter and a bit of water.
I love this. Okay, let's jump into it. And also, ladies, I can see that you know exactly what you're doing.
We do.
I love that. Because I said earlier on, I have some baking skills. I mean, like, I watch people do it, you know, while I'm here. I'm an assistant of sorts.
I'm becoming an assistant now because Mimi's becoming the master baker, so I just tell her what to do.
Love it.
Okay, so then you're going to pop in your sugar. So you start off with your butter and your sugar.
Yes.
You can cut it open with the scissors buds.
And you see, Expresso family, this is the thing, that we have all our little kiddies that want to be baking as well. Woolies has got us. All you do is you head over, get their cute little tiny baker gingerbread man kits, just like the one that we have right here, and they are able to make the dough themselves, then take the dough and make it into the oven, and from there they're able to cool their cookies on that cute cooling tray that we showed you in the Christmas tree. I feel like this is just going to make Christmas that much better, right?
Yeah, and what I love about this kind of thing is like, you as a parent can sit down, have your coffee, and let kids take the reins.
Coffee.
Your coffee. And it's just a great way. Are you struggling there, but...
No.
Fine.
Do you need our assistance?
It's a great way to keep them busy.
You've got two assistants here.
You got this.
Okay?
Just give it a bit of a shake.
So. I love this. Also, something I want to mention, Expresso family, is that we are actually going to be getting into a bit of a festive vibe this Saturday. It is going to be happening here at Design Quarter, yes, where you find the Johannesburg Expresso Studios, and I'm going to be your host as we get into a little bit of Christmas vibes, where we have Chef Clem. As long as you 100% come through, you can be part of those festivities, and also just a whole lot of people that are going to be making sure that we 100% are just having a good time. So do the right thing and come through and be part of it. You can actually scan the code right now on your screen, or you can head over to webtickets.co.za. But it's going to be amazing because it's not just going to be Chef Clem, it's going to be a whole lot of other peeps as well. And right now, I see that we're getting a bit busy, you see, and this is my favorite part, because I feel like when you start putting everything together, that's when it feels like it's, you know, one of those things. Yes.
Then we're going to pop in our cake mix. I'm going to give it a bit of a snip with scissors.
Yes. I love this. This is one of my favorite things.
And then Mimi's favorite part. I mean, you can also use like an electric beater and all of that, but what I love about this, and Nimi's favorite part, is to get her hands dirty.
Yeah, so you can, like, you know, almost put it together yourself.
Gonna pop in a bit of water, but all of this is on your recipe card that comes in the pack.
Yes.
So you don't have to stress. And then
so can I
bit of
please
syrup.
ask you, actually, as you put in that syrup, which one is your favorite one out of these beautiful baking kits?
I quite like the Lamingtons. Because they're super easy to make, they're super yummy, but then the cupcakes are really cute as well. So I think each one sort of has its thing.
A little something to itself. I love that. And guys, I also know as well that you guys are going to be getting into the kitchen when we get into the festive season, or rather the rest of it.
Yes.
So both Mimi and Holly, you can even say it at the same time. What's your favorite thing to bake in the whole wide world?
1, 2, 3, cupcakes.
Cupcakes. Oh! Hey! So cute! I love that. So you guys are going to be baking a whole lot of cupcakes over the festive season?
Yeah.
Can I come through?
Of course!
You're like a bear who doesn't care.
I love it for you. I love it for all of us. You can use your hands, yes.
Yes.
Mimi's favorite part, and kids love to do this. It's also a great like learning thing, is getting tactile. With, roll up those sleeves. Getting tactile with food. Learning about different textures and tastes and feels. It's really fun for kiddies in the kitchen.
Beautiful. And obviously, we have a little bit of what you guys made yesterday.
We did. And I hit it.
Oh, you hit it?
Yes.
Yes, and it's on the... it's so cute.
Because I always say to Mimi...
Yes.
So there are our gingerbread cookies that come out.
I love them.
So it does come with a little gingerbread cutter.
Yes.
So you'll pop it onto the mix and then just cut around the cookie. And then you can give the kids a butter knife to do that, so it's not sharp, you know. So it is safe.
Yes.
How are you doing there? Get it really mixed. Mix it, don't crumble it. We're not making scones, we're making biscuits.
You see, we're doing the things that need to be done, and we are getting festive indeed. It's one of my favorite things. So what are we sprinkling on top of these?
So we're gonna just sprinkle some icing sugar.
Yes.
So if you really want to get creative, the pack does come with a bag of icing sugar. You can add a little bit of water to it to make like a runny icing.
Yes.
And then you can like ice little buttons and get kids to do faces.
Yes.
But if you want to keep it simple, we're just going to use some icing sugar.
Oh, you can even see that there is a technique here, Expresso
family. There is a technique.
I love that.
We're just gonna sprinkle some on, and it looks like snow.
Yes, it
which
does.
I love.
Oh, as warm as our winters are, or rather our Christmases are,
you know,
we can still have a little
but
bit
all
of
of our
snow.
kids are obsessed with like what's happening overseas.
Exactly, this is the thing. It is
Have our
beautiful.
Cute little gingerbread cookie.
I love this. Ray sisters, you're amazing. And Holly, I know you're going to be finishing things up for us a little bit later. However, Expresso family, I do need to tell you, yes, I'm going to be seeing you this weekend at our Johannesburg studios, all in the name of you coming through, being here with Chef Clem, Meg Pedro, as well as W Beauty experts, all in the name of festive celebrations. However, I also want to tell you about how you can win yourself a 1,000 Rand Woolies voucher. My friend, it is so easy. You head over to social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter. You let us know, just by using the hashtag Woolies Christmas, what is for you a young baking memory or a tradition that you and your family have, just like the Rays do. And you could be entered into the competition to get that 1,000 Rand Woolies voucher. Also, I need to make sure I remind you, hashtag Woolies Christmas. T's and C's do apply. You can get them on expressoshow.com. But it is all about you and making sure that your festive season is indeed as festive as it can possibly be. Ladies, thank you so much for coming through. It's been so much fun.
Thanks
and I'm
for
glad you guys
having
aren't
us.
going anywhere just yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, not at all. Right about now, though, we need to go and check out what else is happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. La 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 la. This is how we do it. Oh, this is how we do it.
And they did it very well, those gingerbreads, biscuits.
Beautiful.
Oh, they were so cool. Thank you so much to the Ray sisters. We appreciate them being in the kitchen with Zanele. It was amazing.
We could hear the snap of the biscuits from
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So it's that time of the year. People just want some newness in their lives. Well, get ready to elevate your living space. CTM's end-of-year sale is here. Forget about Black Friday. They are offering you unbeatable unbeatable deals to turn your renovation dreams into a reality.
You know that Harmony was first in line, and you want to be too. Take a look at this.
Are you looking to do some renovations around the house? Well, the festive season is actually the perfect time for this and to make the most of your holidays. I'm here at CTM and they're having a year-end sale, bringing you, their customer, beautiful quality tiles and sanitary ware at affordable prices. But don't just take my word for it. Come and see for yourself. Candace, what are some of the key timeless trends that we should be looking out for?
So black and white will always be a trend, but without the classic look, we've also got the geometric prints that we're bringing in now to create that wallpaper effect and also give you that modern twist to your home. We've got distressed wood looks, we've got large format marble tiles imported, and we've also got an exclusive range in our designers at CTM campaign, collaborated with Thabo Mageta, which is traditional, and that will always be timeless.
Candace, holiday season is upon us. How do we take advantage of our staycation and our shared spaces?
Harmony, we are so busy throughout the year that we don't get time to do the things that we need to do or that we want to do. So this is a really great time to make beautiful memories in a beautiful space and also do a little bit of home improvements.
So why must we choose to renovate our spaces?
My top reasons would be, one, you bring in your own personal style, you keep up with the current trends, and then also it increases your property value.
I like the sound of that, but when you talk renovations, I'm thinking big budgets, I'm thinking a lot of hassle. So what are some of the quick and affordable, hassle-free ways that we can renovate?
Well, let me show you. Here, we didn't just go traditionally. We've got the classic mosaic on the floor, and we've paired it with this beautiful modern, it's a glossy and a matte finish mosaic. And over here, we've paired it with a geometric print just to create that modern twist and a beautiful classic marble tile on the floor. So here we've got it's something called botanical, so biophilia, where it's a subtle 3D print of a delicious monster plant. And then we've got this beautiful sage bath. So we've brought it in 3 different colors currently. And then we've got this beautiful wall hung cabinet. We've tried to pair this beautiful botanical mosaic also just to bounce off our trending colors like our sage bath. Most people don't know this, but you can actually use vinyl flooring in a bathroom or a kitchen. It's 100% waterproof and the planks give it that seamless look, so you can't really see where the joints are, and it's available in a variety of different colors. Small changes can make a big difference in your space. One of the changes you can make is changing your bathroom cabinet from a floor standing to a wall hung, just to create that decluttering, and then changing your taps from square to round. Round is more versatile for pairing. You can also use wall paneling. We've got a beautiful variety of colors, and this can be suitable for your living room, and you don't need to prep the surface. You can just apply this right onto your existing walls. We've also got a beautiful variety of Kilimanjaro tiles just to give your outdoor area that facelift that it needs.
Candace, it's clear that we've already won with these big savings, but I heard that you have a competition, so how do we stand a chance to win?
You could win up to 40,000 Rand. Every week, if you just spend 4,000 Rand, and that competition will run up until the 31st of December. We also have a competition with a tile visualizer, where all you need to do is get a quotation either online or in store of your favorite tiles, use our tile visualizer to take a picture of the room that you want to tile, upload that to your social media, tag us, and use the hashtag CTM Tile Visualizer, and you can win.
And there you have it, some great ideas for your staycation this festive season. So don't forget and don't miss out the CTM year-end sale so that you can make those timeless memories for you and your family.
And there it is, CTM's year-end sale, all in Harmony. Go take advantage and go purchase and enjoy.
Speaking of Harmony, Holly Ray, after this. Right, before we close out with a little bit of music, here's the good news. You can win, and especially if you're a lover of the game, whatever your game is. Here's the question. Do you think you have what it takes to score the title of being Inja Ya Game?
Yo, I mean, if so, if you do, then it is time to test those skills on the National Lottery Sports Stake Games for your chance to score off the pitch. It's going to be amazing.
So you've got to play any of your favorite sports stake games on the nationallottery.co.za website. And how you do it, you predict the match day results and hopefully win big jackpots. And of course, earn those bragging rights to be Inja Ya Game.
So if you're ready to score big, then I do believe you need to play right now.
What don't you know? You know all your notes, you got everything, and I'm very excited.
I was just making sure, you know, I was just like, do I know, do I not know?
You do know.
I'm ready.
Here we go. It is Slow Down featuring Blackie by Holly Ray.
Feel Good production.